Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Strategic Feminine here on YouTube Live. And of course, we like to focus on all things feminine, all things girly, all things womanly in essence. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for the rest of the live stream. So, hi, everybody. This is my channel's first birthday, and I just wanted to kind of take a walk down memory lane, if anything. Like, I feel like, really, being quite candid, it was on June the 23rd, but I didn't have time to do a live stream that day. So I wanted to go ahead and just take a walk down memory lane, kind of go through a lot of my channel's lore. Of course, this has been an eventful year. We've been in a lot of controversy, some great debates. I'm not going to lie to you. Some great debates, some good controversy, made the news a couple of times. We did our big one for the first year of the Strategic Feminine channel. I've gotten to meet a lot of wonderful people. I've gotten to know a lot more about the world, and I'm just learning. So I think that's great. Jayla Rack says, hi, hey, how are you? Thank you guys for coming in. If you guys do not know, I'm just going to be celebrating my first channel's anniversary. Basically, it's the channel's one. Okay. The baby's one. This channel is like my baby in a sense. So I like to creatively just put whatever I feel like into a voice note. And then, I find my evidence, and then that's a YouTube video, and y'all call it commentary over here. So I don't know. So if y'all don't know, I first started off my channel with the Exotical United versus Chrissy. Yes, they was beefing around this time last year, I believe. And they was getting into it really bad. There was a lot of subliminals. The thing is, no one really knew that they was beefing for real until the last minute, because they was throwing a lot of innuendos. No one really it took you going back and forth to be able to put the pieces together. So that's where my channel comes in, because you don't got to put the pieces together no more. Girl, I watch all the drama. I look at all the YouTube beef just so I can, put all the receipts together, put it on a YouTube video and put it out to you guys. And that requires y'all to be able, well, it doesn't require, it gives y'all the opportunity to be able to say your true and honest opinions about how you feel about either platform, both platforms, without being harassed by their groups. Okay, I understand. I have been harassed by so many groups. It don't even make any sense. The groups on YouTube is worse than high school. Growing up, I'm realizing that high school was nothing but an exacerbation of what you're going to get in real life. People click up all the time in real life. People discriminate, divide. Segregation is still alive and well. I'm going to just be for real. People segregate themselves mentally so much from the next person. So I'm not surprised coming on YouTube that y'all got cliques and neighborhoods and all types of street names and different gang. This is basically virtual gangship. Y'all are literally in a gang. Oh my gosh, they talk so much stuff, but I mean, y'all are in a gang. Y'all are in a virtual gang. Y'all is broadband gangsters, keyboard killers. Congratulations. Y'all are losers. Line. That's why I do take lots of breaks from YouTube, because, it does bother me. I'm a human being. So to not get into the loserdom that certain people do. Now, not everybody that I speak about do I personally believe is a loser, but y'all know who the losers is. I'm not playing with nobody. So y'all is literally the epitome of sitting in your mama's basement online, upset and bald-headed. I thought that was just a meme. I thought that was just for old white men. They was sitting in their mama's basement on YouTube, or no, that's all y'all. That's something that a lot of people do when they're unhappy. YouTube is such an escapism. Social media is such an escapism. So yeah, once I finish this anniversary and stuff, there's going to be a few changes to my channel. I'll of course discuss that at the end, but I did want to make this just get as many people in here as possible, the real people who really rock with my channel, not just the beef and the drama. I get y'all going to watch that, but rock with my channel. There are going to be some things coming up that I think that y'all would like to listen to, just so y'all know the direction of the channel. I want to give everybody a heads up before I do what I do. Let me look at my thumbnail. So basically what I went ahead and did was I compiled a list of, because people have been making videos about me and I just never responded, because I just feel like to respond to one person is so draining. And so the videos kept piling up. And for real, I can't prove definitively. I only picked the videos that I could prove definitively were regarding my channel. But understand that a lot of the content that you're watching, a lot of the content that y'all are digesting subliminal shots that some of these creators are sending at other people. Y'all are ingesting it and they're kind of like throwing rocks and hiding their hands. So they'll respond to a particular channel, but they won't say the channel's name. And then that's where I come in, because I clock all of it. I'd be like, oh, wait, is that one thing I've always been good at? I'm hypervigilant. Okay, I'm a hypervigilant person. You want to know what that means? I've always clocked the littlest stuff. The micro aggressions. I've always been very good at reading those. I've always been able to do it because to me, it takes a build up to be able to get to an all out drag out. Most of the warfare that you're going to see is micro, whether it's with women at work, whether it's like just all of it is going to start off very micro, because how women operate is they're going to let so much stuff build up. So when they go off on you, in their mind, they can justify it as, well, you did this, check all these boxes. So I have no loyalty to you at this point. That's just what most women do. I'm not talking about no one in specific. That's how most women operate. They are going to like nitpick and have little things to say here and there. And then that makes them feel some type of way about the channel or whatever, my channel, other people's channel. It just makes them feel a way about really interacting with the overall space. But I don't feel the type of way about overall reacting to the space. If my subscribers are wrong, I will say that they're wrong in the comment section. If they want to disagree with me, they're allowed to. Now, if I bounce back and do a live stream on you because you wanted to say something stupid, that's on you as well. Like, this is all love and war. Like, it's not that serious. Some of y'all don't like debate. That's why some of y'all are not here for the right reasons. I am genuinely a debate kid. But let's see. What are the videos? So I made a playlist, just the lore of my channel, just some of y'all's favorites, catching y'all's favorites live, talking about the girly. So I feel like for me, they wanted a response. They needed some answers. So I think I have the opportunity to provide that for you. Another thing, I've also allowed super chats on my channel. So that's great to know. For its birthday, come on, don't be an asshole. Definitely give the channel a gift on its birthday. Like, let's be for real. Okay, so the first video that I'm going to address. So this is coming from, I'm going to start off with the first one first. We're going to do Exotical Epiphany. So I was on her live stream a few days ago. She said that she loved my channel. So understand that, look, she made this video 8 months ago. This is probably not even how she feels today, but I'm going to address what she said in that video because it kind of gets into like the lore of the channel. Like I told y'all, I first started off with like Chrissy and EU, like their beefing and whatever. And I just kind of put it together. I didn't really see nobody else doing that in the space. I mean, I seen a few people, but they never really blew up. Like, understand, like my first initial video, that got 500 views and it was sitting at 500 views for a very long time, at least a month before my channel ended up blowing up. It was another flop. And I had, moved on to other things. I had started my femininity maintenance series, which I also have on my channel, if you're not aware. So I was working on femininity maintenance. I liked commentary or whatever. It was fun, but I really didn't think it was that big of a deal. So within the Paris Milan and the EU beef, within that beef, I feel like, that's when my channel really took off, when Paris Milan like left YouTube, because everybody was going back to watch the Chrissy video. And then they were like, okay, well, you need to make another one. Like, I liked your perspective. You really need to make another one about Paris Milan. Paris Milan is crashing out. So understand that I was a lot more friendly in my later years, or first starting off with the EU and all that. I was a lot more friendly with them then than today's day. So I could see why people would respond to me in the space, because some people were just like, okay, well, I see exotical people over here, but it doesn't have the, like, a whole bunch of stuff. So yes, let's go ahead and grab this video. The title is Never Ignore Signs of Coming Betrayal. Mm-hmm.
So I know I said I was going to do some more like not ghetto drama videos, but the plot thickens, as they say. So I went and I watched like a whole bunch of videos. I seen that the unambiguous exotical or whatever her name is now decided to recant her statements completely. Um, which makes me wonder, what was everything she said true in the beginning? Because either you're lying in or you're lying now. But she decided to recant her statements and the apology not only to Exoticals United, but the to keep her supporters, and decided to get on her knees and beg the strategic feminine to forgive her now. And basically her whole disposition is she was unaware of the content when she got on the live with her, and she just believed EU's community by saying, look, these people are dragging you, and you're supposed to be one of her allies, her supporters, her friend. And as soon as she saw that, she's like, oh, wait, hold on, no, 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 no. And I'm like, okay. And even I said, okay, I guess you could accidentally click on somebody's haters YouTube page. Now, mind you, just go with the story right now, because I don't, I've seen Strategic Feminine, but it's the same thing with Coffee Cuties, Strategic Feminine, and another YouTube channel I can't think of. They would tag our talking points, so I would think that they're exoticals, but they don't really like us. So I was a little bit confused. I mentioned this in my last video, so I 100% believe she probably could have clicked on that thinking this was an ally, and it's not. But now I'm starting to wonder, was that really true? But yeah, so fast forward, she recants her apology, and she's basically saying Exoticals United is a liar because she's claimed that, Strategic Feminine was dragging her, and she wasn't. So I took it upon myself to go and watch all the videos that she did mention you. And that's a lie. The test results came back, and that's a lie. When you watch the very first video she did and the second video she did with Paris Milan and the first one with Chrissy, she definitely was like dragging the entire community. And I sat there and watched like 3 hours of her content just to like understand the connotation. And one thing about you, even if you're not 100% in support of her, she will come to your comment section and, have like a little mini debate with you. She'll set down her statement, she'll give a rebuttal, and then she'll be like, hey, even though you disagree with me on everything, you prove my point right there. And that's what she was doing in the comments. So even from the jump, there was already a sense of, I really don't trust this person's intention all the way. And I think she even said that, that she, when she first clicked on the Articles United channel, that she just thought she was racist and colorist, meaning you already had a certain, feeling towards her. You know what I mean? But she said she stayed because the talking points were good and she liked her other content. Now, honestly, in my personal opinion, this is something that really irks me, and it's really something that turns me off completely. And if you do this to me, I probably won't fuck with you no more. This is just my personal thing. Now, it's levels to things. Just because I scratch your back doesn't mean you have to scratch mine the same way I scratch yours. Maybe you need me to rub your feet. You know what I mean? If someone's beat her for you, beat her for them in a way that's actually valuable to them. So just because somebody puts you on, don't mean you owe them your whole life. You should be able to pay your respects and do what you want to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, you should be able to. Her reminds me of Nicki Minaj. When, okay, I'm beefing with Cardi, but that don't mean you can't do music with her. Just don't be fucking weird about it. Don't be fucking lying and acting like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry to you. Oh, and running back and forth like you don't have a brain.
Okay. She said a lot, of course. All right. Is this thing on? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Glad I made it to the party. I'm glad to see you. Yes. Okay. Come down. Come on. Enjoy. Take a load off. Enjoy lunch. So, okay, she said a mouthful, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that this is an old video. But look, at the end of the day, everybody who has a passion for YouTube did not come from EU's camp. Okay, I understand that certain people they do have an inspiration for particular creators. I didn't grow up on EU. I'm grown, okay? So I didn't grow up listening to EU. I already told y'all in the first video. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I grew up watching Chrissy with the C. So for you to think anything outside of I'm a black woman and I'm gonna think like a black woman would, first mistake. But I say I'm a pretty black woman first. Okay, when the pretty girl is talking, I shut up. I always shut up because I'm always in a self improving season. I'm always in a self updating season. So, girl, if you're talking about eyelashes and mascara tips, or the great place to get your hair, or maybe a great place where you get your skincare products. Before she got all weird, Eve was talking about how she liked to use multiculturalism, as her beauty regimen. So she would say that she would use Korean skincare. Even if she wasn't Korean, she would just enjoy this Korean skincare. And then she would go over and like all this other type of stuff. So that's what I was agreeing with. I agreed with that portion. I think black women should do that. 110%. You don't got to be like, she just had the information and she's an exotical. It's kind of like when you gatekeep something. The only way for somebody to be able to get over, you got to get past the gate. You know what I'm saying? So people was going to hop the fence, baby. people is hopping the fence. And the Unica is in the building. Unica Coven says, what's going on now? This is our first anniversary, channel anniversary training channel birthday. I'll just be exposing just a little bit of the lore, a little bit of my background in these YouTube streets. I don't know, just clearing up any misconceptions. It's not really any beef. Like, I really don't feel no type of way, to be honest. I just know when I can make a superior argument, and I'm always going to make a superior argument to y'all. Like, I don't care what anyone says. It never be personal. It always be like, oh, this lady don't know for real. But that's just me. I never got into the BWE space. I was watching parodied anime and on YouTube when I was young. See, OG YouTube was the bomb. Can I tell y'all? I actually hate this new wave of YouTube. This new wave of YouTube sucks. I literally can only tolerate a few creators. Like, I grew up on like skits, of course, comedy, like Lily Singh, King Botchinum, like the Viners. I grew up on that. So I was always interested in making somebody laugh on YouTube. I never got into like the bullying girl. When I tell you the horrendous hypocrisies that I've seen take place on this app, solely in this exotical space, it's disgusting. I've dang near lost humanity. Like, I lost hope in humanity because I felt like, dang, like, is this really how other Black girls feel about me? Like, should I have my back even more? I already have my back up against Black men. Do I got to have my back up against light-skinned women? Wait, I got to have my back up against dark-skinned women with looser texture hair? I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing that. I'm not here for it. I just feel like, the space has really made me feel like I look at my sisters in a way that I don't want to. I wonder if y'all are consumed by hatred that you're not willing to get rid of. I wonder if y'all are complicit in the hatred, and that is not a good feeling. That is not something that I care for. That is not something that I need to do. I just feel like I had a better relationship with, girls altogether before I even realized that this is how y'all thought. I didn't know this was how y'all was thinking. I didn't know y'all was rating hair texture and measuring noses. I had no idea. When I tell y'all I had no idea, girl, chill. So as far as, I was skeptical. Yeah, I was skeptical. First of all, exotical is already a very loaded term. The same way as preference. Preference is a loaded term. Exotic is a loaded term. Using exotic to describe anyone's beauty usually is an insult. You're basically saying they're outside of the standard. That's how I grew up. They called Sarah Bartman exotic. I always took that as that wasn't a compliment because they sat there and paraded her around as if she was an object. So no, y'all are changing the connotation, but that hasn't always been the case. The zealous approach with Zola. Honey, you've earned your spot. A lot of conversations started with you and they casted doubts on what you called out. Happy 1 year. Thank you, Zola. You have been great. Thank you so much for coming, supporting, celebrating the birthday. And yes, they love to ignore my channel, even though they love my channel. That is something I definitely noticed. It has not lost on me that, the girlies are secret strategists at heart. But I feel like, it is whack. I'm not gonna even lie. That stuff be whack because they be all up and through my channel, y'all, using me as their little video case studies, and then want to sit there on the mainstream and act like they don't even know who I am. Sorry, you can't play no more because I have the screenshots. I have all the receipts. I screenshot everything. I always add the screenshots in my videos, and that's why y'all don't like to watch me because I actually have the real tea. So thank you guys. Thank you. I'm so glad for y'all coming through, supporting me, and then just really loving on me, right? Because one thing about it, my subscribers do not play about me. I don't care. No, I don't care. There's been times where people have kind of popped up in my comment section and I don't say anything. And then I come back and my subscribers is dragging them. Like, I'd be like, okay, my subscribers make me feel like, yeah, like good common sense is still around. Okay. It's not lost. It's just few and far between. So I appreciate you guys. Early YouTube was fun with the videos as to go back and forth. Yes. And people used to collab back in the day. So if you really didn't agree with somebody or if the audiences were trying to pin each YouTuber against each other, back in the day, the old YouTubers used to like collab. So whenever like, you know, they would see like, let's say your channel watches a lot, your whole audience watches me, and then my audience, I notice they watch you as well. Well, we'll just show up on each other's channels and, you know, have good vibes. That's what old YouTube used to be. Like, I don't know what these new bitches are doing. Look, baby. I don't know. I do not know. The Unica Coven says, in order to be a stable YouTuber, you need to have a life or to have a peaceful online feed, not filled with polarizing content without it being an echo chamber. It's like it's a balance. The only thing I talk about on my channel here that's consistent is balance, because you can't be too far on one side. I have biased opinions, but my job as a content creator is to check those at the door. So, you know, I definitely understand it's a balance. It's not easy. I don't expect humans to be able to get it, because sometimes you don't even know you have these biases until the situation arises. And then you're like, oh, that is unfair. That's not really fair of me. I'm going to tell y'all some of my biases. I'm going to tell y'all some of my biases, but not right now, because it's not about me. I was dropped your name in the lives because we know the truth from stealing thumbnails, etc. Oh, don't get me on the girl stealing my thumbnails. I let that go because I feel like, you know what? That's why I had to make sure to add the OG. Hold up. Let me pull it up. Y'all know what this was. I hate to toot my own horn because I feel like that's so uncomfortable. But the way I feel like I should naturally like describe my channel and myself is as an icon. Because everything has been very original and very iconic, babe. Like, I just feel like this is so much fun. Like, I don't know. If y'all aren't having fun, I feel like y'all need to get in the game. Have some fun. Have some fun, please. I'm about to show my original thumbnail because I'm Queen Op. I just need y'all to know my nickname, because when everybody gets to talking about ops and stuff and they don't got no name for them, they got names for everybody else who fell off. Everybody else y'all can name with a silver spoon and everything like that. Girl, when they start talking about ops, I'm Queen Op, the big one. So understand they're talking about me. So then the reason why they can't really speak on like why they dislike my platform is because they would actually have to start speaking on the receipts that I bring to the channel, right? And they can't acknowledge those receipts because that's bad for business. I understand. Trust me, girl. I'm a business girl first. So I understand. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Like, it's not a bad thing. So yeah, I was definitely skeptical of the exotical space. I wasn't sure what the message was. And I had every right to be, because they came off as nice, they came off as fun loving, but in every microaggression, they made it a point to alienate dark-skinned women, try to downplay or low key, like in every situation, they downplay dark-skinned women's beauty, unambiguous women's beauty. They've always tried at every point to make it seem like they're not that great. They're not that great. Yeah, you had the BWE movement, but they ain't like that. We are like that. That's why you're mad. Our braids look super good. That's why y'all mad. Y'all are obsessing about stuff because, you know, and see, y'all, they was talking about the girls, they was talking about the girl's personal life. And in talking about the girl's personal life, some things came up about, you know, the fetishes that certain men have for Black women. And I'm gonna just say, Asian men definitely have a fetish for Black women. That's one thing you need to know. Definitely. That's something I could have told you. But a lot of the stuff just, it seems to be personal. And I never came on here with no personal type of animosity towards no girls. So yeah, this is the original thumbnail. This is literally iconic, because not only did EU herself put this on her channel, okay, this is the first sign of me getting under these girls' skin. They couldn't ignore me. You've seen this on EU's channel. So she can't act like she doesn't know me, because she's used my thumbnail because she thinks it's great. She thinks I'm creative. She thinks this channel is amazing. but you just can't say that out loud. So yeah. Weird, like as artists, I make my thumbnails using CapCut. Girl, PicMonkey used to be that thing back in the day. We used to use PicMonkey for YouTube, but PicMonkey started charging, and then it was like a by membership only. So like people pretty much hopped off there. There's PixArt you can use and stuff, but some people just don't have no creativity. When I think in my live streams, I'm like, what meme do I want to use to represent how I'm feeling right now? Right now, I feel like total drama. I'll address all of it. This is my commentary space. This is me. I'll talk to y'all. Y'all talk to me. Y'all got questions? I'll answer them. Y'all got things that y'all can say? Y'all got talking points that y'all want to debate? Girl, I'll drop the link. Like, don't even, it's not even like that. My bad. I keep it cute. The top off. Yes, the boss mode. I just keep it cute most of the time. So, yes. Your video you did on her psychologically analyzing a teenager who said she felt ugly. High school struck my soul. I said no more. That was so dirty to me. Yeah. Because they'll never address like why the dark-skinned girl feels ugly. Yeah, it's because you're alienating her. It's because you're literally picking out her features and always making it a point in a conversation. Being a fine dark-skinned girl is not for the weak, because I grew up before 2025. I didn't just magically become dark-skinned in 2025 to prove a point. I've been dark-skinned since 2000. Girl, do y'all remember? I always bring up the old Twitter days because literally the warfare on dark-skinned women was so horrible. So for y'all to act like in today's day, y'all don't understand where like the self-hate comes from. I see why the girls are self-hating. Y'all talk crazy to Black women. Y'all have crazy microaggressions. Even our fellow Black women think that they can separate themselves from us by a skin tone, by a featureism, or by a texturism. So I have no capes for none of y'all no more. Girl, forget that. I see, the thing is, I understand pandering. I understand people wanting to have all this chocolate pride, but I know how people really felt. And it was only 10 years ago. So I know it's see, like racism, people think that racism is dead because it was so long ago. No, it's just underground. But see, I know that colorism isn't like dead. It was only 10 years ago. It's alive and well. It's just underground now. Y'all hide behind buzzwords. The beluga whale community. Our blueprints have always been a threat to you. I'd be mad too, girl. I've seen the pictures. The reason why I didn't drag the girlies when I saw their pictures is because I understand after I saw the picture. I was like, okay, leave them alone. Leave them, let them have this. Because I'm not gonna come on here and act like I'm the 10. But I definitely feel like, as far as the like facial symmetry is concerned and everything like that, like I'm not ugly. I don't have a disformity. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a wonderful human being that looks very great. Very young, nice young Black woman. You know, I'm youthful. Like, so for y'all to try to talk us out of that is weird. Girl. Because there's certain stuff that I just feel like it's weird. So we're gonna get off of her. So what was the exotical epiphany trying to say? Basically, like, why were you she was throwing shots from the jump. Yes, I had my own agenda from the start because I never centered the exoticals in my channel. They were always a part of the channel because I consider them to be part of our Black sisterhood. But if y'all start wilding out, I leave y'all where y'all at. I drop y'all at the altar. Y'all started hating, which y'all always do on unambiguous Black women. But the difference between, with MLS women, when they get hated on, people start being loud towards them and aggressive. When dark-skinned women get hated on, y'all start to ice them out and act like you don't see them. When a pretty ass dark-skinned girl is walking through and she's eating you up, they'll just try to see, oh, I don't see her. No, she don't exist. That's the tactic. No, you saw it. You saw it when I dropped my first video. You saw it today. You saw it back then. And you're still watching now. Congratulations. Okay, what's the next one? right? These things have not changed. It's just discussion points have become watered down, and this discussion is no longer intelligent. It's not. You don't have smart people speaking. You got regular people just coming. Like, my thing is, you don't need to have extensive training, but you do need to have some type of training or formal education to be able to come and sway the masses. I 100% believe that. You have regular dingbats coming on here and they're literally swaying mass amounts of people, so people are dumb. If y'all listen to smart people, y'all wouldn't have dumb talking points. But it's okay. One of them looks like she lit. Okay. Who? So who looks like they live in a recovery house? Y'all know I don't play the little ones. Who is it? What girl are you talking about? I want to know who y'all are talking about because I couldn't tell y'all. Okay. Okay. So that was the first video I wanted to address. Y'all got any questions? Is any exoticals in the building that say like, oh, I did something wrong? What talking points did I have I not addressed? Because they always say, well, they're never addressing our talking points. I've made how many videos about the exoticals? How have I not addressed any of your talking points in these 7 videos? Girl, what are you talking about? This is how you know people aren't smart. You mean to tell me you watched all 7 videos, 10 videos, 3 live streams? I have 64 videos on my channels, including shorts. None of these have gotten across the point to you of any of the talking points thus far? Oh, okay. They're just slow. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes complete sense. Because I thought I was tripping. It's worse than thumbnails now. Have you seen the animated exotical channels? Baby, I don't like none of the editing styles. I don't like none of, first of all, of course, I like old YouTube. I don't like none of the AI voices. All that stuff is strange to me. It's getting very strange over there. But they have to hide their identity very hard because what they're saying borderlines racism. Like if this got brought to I always say this, if we got this on the mainstream, they want this to be global so bad. If we started talking as Black women about this globally, we would never recover. We would never, y'all say that we would always be getting clowned. If the light skins and the dark skins started going back and forth again in 2025, no, we cannot have this. So yeah, a lot of what they're saying is borderlining a lot of it goes against a lot of companies' core values. So you really can't talk like this and think that you about to clock in somewhere. That's why they're going so hard and acting so weird. They really are doing things they're really not supposed to be doing. See, my voice is connected to I mean, it's like I'm not really going too hard to find, like, you know what I'm saying? I of course respect my privacy. Y'all don't, I'm a faceless channel for the time being, but you know, I'm not going too hard. Like, I do my best. What is the next video that I need to address? Okay, I don't want to get this because y'all know I get to talking. What was the next? The next video that I wanted to address, y'all's favorite content creators. Okay, these are your favorites. These are the big 3s. Okay, these are the top dogs. Having it out for me. Girl, give me the claps. Give them to me. Do the little snappy snaps. This is so EU's been exposed. Now what? Unambiguous Black women ain't got the answers. Sway. This is from the regular degular Black girl. Okay. So let's go ahead and share our screen right here. Now, I don't know. She doesn't have exotical in the name, but she's definitely an exotical ally, if nothing else. She has said she's monoracial, but she benefits from colorism and texturism. So this is the type of Black woman we're talking to right here. I'm gonna switch this. Okay, we're gonna do it right here. So she says Black women don't support
better ingredients,
other Black women. So I'm gonna let her have her talking point, and then I'll address that. Period.
Black woman's experience with Blackness and not going to emotionally unhinged tirade about it because she doesn't think it aligns with what she believes our experience should be in her head. I keep seeing a lot of comments about how we're quote unquote self-hating in this space, but this is coming from a group of women who not only consistently and loudly proclaim that unambiguous Black women are at the bottom of the totem pole, but then they actually treat their fellow unambiguous Black women like they're at the bottom. Again, several unambiguous public figures keep saying this. They are deliberately trying to keep each other at the bottom instead of pedestalizing themselves, but only uplift the ones who complain that other groups don't pedestalize them. No shit, Sherlock, because that's y'all's job. Y'all make everybody else famous. Why not yourselves? And I can't seem to understand what they expected to happen from exposing who they claim to be EU. Because their reaction to the whole expose is literally my main talking point. Why can't unambiguous Black women and struggle light skins alike answer this question? What is your attachment to hierarchy thinking? Because your desperation to expose Exoticals United proves you just wanted to know her exact placement on your bigoted ass scale to white proximity. And then what? Remind her of the Black ancestry she never denied? That's it? That's all? This isn't.
Okay. First thing she said. Now, I feel like she's more balanced. Like, I feel like there's some of the girls that I don't hate. Some of the girls I don't dislike. She's one of them. I don't agree. I never agree, but I don't like, I see where she's coming from. It just don't be my experience. So she says, unambiguous Black women, we tear each other down while telling everybody else that we should penalize each other. Clocked us. Super actual factual, happens all the time, cannot stand it. That's my problem. She clocked it. Yes, because you have certain women in the space you like who are trying to weaponize or utilize isms as a conversation in a space to prove desirability in contrast to unambiguous Black women. So the obsession that you're trying to speak of, right, of why people were desperate and thirsty to expose who EU was, because it proved exactly what everyone was saying from the get-go, which was that it doesn't exist, these dynamics. These dynamics were fake the entire time. If they happen on such a micro scale that it's hard to even detect it. That's all we were saying. So if there was, in the space, right? If you had women, like I had Aurora Lightning on my channel, who is very much so ambiguous. Like I don't even know what Aurora is just by looking at her. She tells us, triracial, I believe. She's triracial. But she is so, and she didn't even agree with half the stuff. You have so many mixed race, light-skinned biracial people who just say like, girl, these people is crazy. So no, it wasn't about the proximity to whiteness. It was about the proximity to beauty. Okay? Sorry. We were trying to see if her proximity to beauty matched what she was talking, and it didn't. It didn't. It didn't hit the same. The card declined when she got to the stove in the front, you know. Sorry. It had nothing to do with her proximity to whiteness. It had everything to do with her proximity to beauty, which she did not have. Not like that. Not the way she was popping shit. Not the way she was coming for high schoolers. No, she didn't have none of that. She won't even pretty. See, the thing is, Six the Goddess, she can actually talk a lot of crap because she really is fine. So even though she says stuff that I don't agree with, it's like, dang, at least she got the looks to back it up. Not you babies. Not y'all. Not y'all babies. Y'all babies, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, bless their soul. I remember when I heard a person say that Tyler watches exotical content, like maybe she gets confidence because of her talent. I wholeheartedly believe that celebrities are watching this Exotical United. She's already confirmed on her channel that she's getting celebrity support. Now, of course, be it if she's talking about loving hip hop stars, we can miss me with that, okay? But I wouldn't be surprised if you have some mainstream girlies that are really spearheading this behind the scenes. That is one thing I will say. They do contribute to their team. So, you know, when it's something that they agree with, oh, here's $3 in the super chat. Because, you know, that's important too. So that's one thing I will say. Exotical United's platform, the structure of it, the business layout, very well done. As far as like the products and stuff. She has a lot of nice products laid out. And I do believe she's getting contributions from mainstream. to continue to keep going. The glazing of this creator is so laughable. EU sells a fantasy and they cannot let it go. Yes, what I tell y'all in my first video, these ladies are like digital Avon ladies. Saying whatever. Doing how who. Okay. The creator has... Girl. Okay, fine. The creator has dry and personality, so monotone and soulless. Oh my lord. Yeah. Who else had that very dry conversation speaking pattern? Math. There's a he's like a guy. He makes YouTube videos. He also got that dry, super sarcastic, like type of personality. His name is Math. I tend to like it because I feel like that's my internal monologue. So yeah, I like it, but I know y'all. The cry hierarchy. Oh, they cry hierarchy and white proximity whenever someone tells them the truth or out their appearance, but never had a problem chasing it with trying to approximate themselves to biracial people. Exactly. And she's someone who definitely says that that someone says that she's just light skinned for no reason or something like that. She's somebody who definitely prescribes to that. She's like, I just got light skin and loose curly hair for no reason because she's not mixed race. She's monoracial black. So she subscribes to that thinking as well, this creator. They love to utilize isms whenever it benefits them. But what we've been trying to say is that your isms don't help that beauty card. And there's so many girls that I know like this where they've been told, well, she's light skinned, so she should make it. You got to be light skinned and pretty, babe. Like Beyonce made it not just because she was light skinned. She made it because she was also very pretty. So I think that some black women, and that's something I'm going to address, for a long time, that's why there's a new wave of creators here now. A lot of the old black women, the old BWE, not in a disrespectful way. They're older. They were making content before us decades ago. They were very bitter and jaded. Like they didn't have a positive relationship with their pretty privilege at all. I can be honest about that. The previous women who are making this BWE content, they were super toxic to the space. That's why I came on here like that. Because I felt like, the creator, Chrissy, I feel like she tried to play crazy when these ladies were coming at her, why they had so much beef for her. But honey, we remember when you were making like the content about mixed race and light-skinned women. But now it's all gone. So now we got to be on these YouTube streets fighting and defending ourselves after y'all put all this poison into the community for years and ran away. And then just hid all the content. Ran from the content, hid behind a paywall, and now we got to fight on the front line. Yeah, that's not cool, dude. Yeah, they made this whole hierarchy. There's no hierarchy. For real, there is a hierarchy, but it's nothing that you're going to be able to rig the system. You're not going to be able to jingle the switch and level up 2 points. It takes hard work. It takes hypergamy, girl, to get up in class systems, to get up in beauty class, to get up in all types of privilege systems. It takes hypergamy. It takes financial stability. All that stuff. So, yeah. So I agree with her. The old BWE content creators, I feel like they kind of started something that they couldn't finish. I feel like they created this hostile environment and then they just ran away from the space while we still have to coexist with these women. We still have to coexist with MLS women. So it's to make them our enemy and then run away from the movement. I was like, girl, what the heck? You saw what happened with Paris Milan. Paris Milan and ran off the platform. I'm like, wait, no, you didn't call these ladies hideous hybrids and all types of crazy stuff, and now you gone. So now guess who can't ever live that down? The unambiguous channels. So that's why I call it out. That's why I also call out black women, because y'all do a lot of sneaky stuff too. Y'all do a lot of crying. I can understand us hitting them where they hit us, but then you got to be able to stand on that. And a lot of y'all ain't standing on y'all content. Y'all making content and then running and hiding. I never understood that. I never edited a full video found the resources for it, found the sources for it, put a whole voice together, added a voiceover, edited it so it's all crisp and clean for my subscribers, and then thought, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hide this. Then, girl, you don't stand confidently in your opinions. Okay. Sorry, y'all. What I don't like is they act like I can't go into their comment sections and see them calling Black women slurs, the thumbnail wars, indigenous as disingenuous as hell. Yeah. They want to do what Chrissy did to them. Exactly. But when y'all do it to, so y'all don't just, because Chrissy not even making videos like that. So y'all got to aim it at us because y'all can't reach her. Girl, if y'all got issues, please direct those at Chrissy. All BWE is not responsible for this. Not to be I'm not throwing them under the bus. I'm just calling it what it is. They made the content. They should stand in the content that they made. If you can call somebody a hideous hybrid with your full face, then you should stand for that backlash. Because I think that was also very disgusting. I don't believe in slurs. I don't believe in calling somebody a slur. Like, what? Y'all have no decorum. Y'all are the ghetto ones. As many cuss words as I use, y'all will forever be ghetto because the lack of social and civil civility is just don't even make any sense. Y'all not civil. Just got in passing through, but the fraud, girl, we got the KK Keishas, we got the Cloroxicals, girl, we got a lot. The fraudicicals had it coming anyways. Bye, y'all. See you, Bantu Beauties. Yeah, I see you just sliding on through here. I get it. Yeah, they had it coming. They was on YouTube acting crazy. They was talking crazy. They was talking mess. The thing was, it wasn't that y'all had y'all spaces. It's that y'all had y'all spaces and y'all was talking crazy. So then somebody had to come out and check you. But the problem is, it wasn't just one person checking you. It was 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 creators at a time. Now, I don't have the pool that other creators have. I have 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting on my 2. So my pool isn't going to do but I'm here to do exactly my job. Report the news. So when the real, big steppers come up and through here, like them big steppers came up and through here last week. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them big steppers. When them big steppers come through, that's what my channel's for. Just so y'all have all the information plainly laid out so you know exactly what targets to hit. I don't mind assisting. I have no issue assisting. This is not a race channel. This is all about strategy. I talk all about the intelligence behind what you're doing. I talk all about strategies that are going to work for you, being intentional about your actions, and especially your brand as well. I like to talk about marketing, PR, a whole lot of stuff. So it all falls into this. And it is important to make sure that your internet brand, your digital blueprint is clean. The problem is Exoticals, their blueprint is all muddied up now. It's all toe out the frame now. What is the next? Okay, so y'all want to listen to the rest of what she's saying, or should we go on to the next girl? The girl tried to say we was abandoning our channels because I took a break. And she said, we're abandoning our channels. One of the girls, I think Kareen, she had abandoned femininity. But yeah, she said it was because of her faith. Like, so y'all got to understand, as Christians, and that's another thing too. I'm also a Christian. Get in there. In that word, religious, in there. Because she's a Christian, y'all have to understand that when God tells us certain things about our actions, it doesn't matter if we can justify it to the next human or being or not. We have no choice as religious Christians but to obey our moral compass in these scenarios. So y'all coming at Kareen because she don't want to do femininity content no more. If her God came and spoke to her and said, that's not what you align with no more, forget y'all humans on earth. And I don't even like to say anything cause for real, what a lot of y'all women are doing, you would be blessed to know the beauty of God and to be graced with the beauty of his peace. You would be blessed with that. So y'all trying to laugh at the Christian girlies, and I'm not getting that neither. Like, she said she couldn't make the videos no more because of her religion. But if somebody says, oh, I can't eat pork because of my religion, y'all understand that? Y'all don't ask them about the pork ribs and the fried rinds and none of that. Y'all understand that because of people's moral compass, that requires them to act in a way that humans are not rightly going to understand. So don't come for the girls. Don't come for the Christian girls. I mean, for real, like, just leave the Lord out of it. One thing I'll tell y'all, just leave the Lord out of it. When y'all be doing y'all videos, y'all see, I don't be bringing God into nothing, because this is, you think God told me to go ahead and make a YouTube channel talking to strangers? He may have, but he didn't want me to talk about this. I know not. You know what I'm saying? He wants me to spread his actual word. So, like, this is just not, stop bringing God into stuff that ain't got nothing to do with it. He fuels me, but I'm not going to act like every talking point was fueled by the love of God. No, I'm a Christian who also has a brain. I don't know.
Breadcrumbs of social validation to the point where she will try to code switch. It's almost like an extreme form of code switching. It's like where you change your clothing, you change your whole personality, you change your mannerisms. Some women will even change their hobbies. Like, I saw one creator a while ago, she was saying how white men like black women who play video games. So you got black women who are not even interested in video games randomly changing their hobby, playing these pointless video games that they're not even interested in hopes that they can appear more feminine to a non-black man. So I think that's part of the reason why they're leaving the femininity content, is because the exoticals have come in and exposed how shallow a lot of their talking points actually are. And also, another reason is because when you look at our content over here, the femininity content, like on this channel, it tends to be based more in psychology. It tends to be based more in sociology. So it's not revolving around male centeredness. It's not revolving around catching a man or something. Like, that's the epitome of being feminine, is if you can catch a man. Being hypergamous, that's the epitome of being feminine. She's more feminine than you because she's more hypergamous than you. Her husband is richer than your husband, and so therefore she's more feminine. So do you see how they kind of they unintentionally created this hierarchy amongst black women, where it's like, if you're a single black woman, oh, you can't get a man and can't keep a man, and you must be masculine. But then if you marry a white man, you must be the ultimate feminine black woman, because you were able to attract the most masculine man in society, which is a white man, according to their talking points. So I think another reason why they started abandoning that was because we called out their internalized anti-blackness. They're assuming that anything that's from a person of color, so like the black culture, for example, or even black men, their own counterparts, their own fathers, they perceive that as being dusty. But they don't realize that they're actually dissing themselves, because they're saying that they come from a lineage of dusties. They're saying they come from generation after generation after generation of dusties if they're monoracially black. So that's another thing that we called out, and that's another reason why they stopped making the femininity content. It's because they're scared of us exoticals analyzing what they have to say. They're scared of the critical analysis that we do on this YouTube channel. Number 3 is for moral reasons. Some women on YouTube, I noticed that they're saying that, like, oh, femininity content or seduction content, anything that has to do with dark psychology, which is what I talk about. When I use the term dark femininity on this channel, I'm really talking about dark psychology.
Okay, enough of that. And another place, this is now, depending on who they're directing this to certain women, this is true. And that's why, even though I have my own beef with black men, yes, I do. I have my own gripes with them. Yes, I do. I don't think that publicly it's a good look for black women to just idolize their non-black partners. I think that if you find a good man and he's not in your race, and you know for a fact that, because even when K. Michelle, like, she was like, oh, white men treat me better, and people could not stomach the fact that that's her truth and that's her reality. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, honestly, it's a lose-lose game, because 9 times out of 10, if we're a black woman, we either come from black men or are going to create black men or have created black men. So as far as, if we're not, I feel like the only things that we should actively be speaking, and that's why these conversations have gone underground. They haven't disappeared. No one's leaving. A lot of these conversations have gone underground because, honestly, it's controversial. Like, it doesn't apply to everybody. These are very niche scenarios. You got to understand, these are very niche perspectives. These happen in very niche situations. These are the marginalized groups of people we're talking about. These are the 1%ers in these cases, right? So these conversations will never flourish in the mainstream. But that doesn't take away from the talking points. Being a hypergamous woman is going to put you in a better position than somebody who is with somebody who don't got no job, no legal stream of income, and that's going to be what they base their family off of. Like, I hate to be the one to say anything crazy, but for real, hypergamy, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's something that other women use all the time as a skill. It's a strategy and a tactic to get generations out of poverty or up into the next socioeconomic class. So y'all are making hypergamy like the issue when it's not. The hypergamy is not the issue at all. Now these ladies loving these white men, I feel like it's hypocritical. It is, because you can't be mad at black men, you know, for talking stuff about black women. I feel like they just started upping the score. Like, I feel like because black men were talking stuff and calling us quiches and all that type of stuff, I feel like black women came out and wanted to fight fire with fire. So they said, oh, well, if you a Keisha, I'm going to call you a Dusty. So it's just going tit for tat. And that's why people never win. When we're going tit for tat like this, like, we all look kind of crazy. So I agree. Like, I don't disagree. I agree. They will watch this content to learn how to market to women with low self-esteem. Yes, they will. Because there's a lot of buzzwords that are used. You know, there's a lot of niche topics that are really focused on by people who consider themselves to be at the bottom. Or close enough to the bottom, in close proximity to the bottom. Even if they're not, they don't say that they hate the bottom. They feel like they're close enough. Princess Talia will take over the pretty privilege space, guaranteed. I feel like I've seen that creator come across my timeline. You know, I get suggested a whole bunch of stuff. So let's see. I feel like I've seen her before, though. Does she show her face? She says black women have hierarchical thinking. Well, the thing to that is the exoticals also have hierarchical thinking as well. They, in their head, have their own class systems depending on the isms that they benefit from and the amount of isms that they benefit from. Because what did they say to Kia Roan as soon as she went against them? Oh, she unambiguous. What did she say against Blunt Girlie as soon as she went? Oh, she unambiguous. And Kia Roan benefits from texturism. So it's like, what? How is she? No, not by your own definitions. By your own definition, Kia Roan is still an exotical. You know what I'm saying? So they also have hierarchical thinking. It just comes out after the fact. It comes out once they, you know, shun the girlies. Beyonce made it also because of her talent overall, because there were other pretty light-skinned women in the industry who didn't last long. Absolutely. We were watching Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, and then I wanted to go back, and I just started watching everybody perform. When I tell you, performing is a skill that most do not have. I'm gonna be for real. Most entertainers these days, they really are, I want to say one-trick ponies, but they got one or the other. Like, I feel like Summer Walker, she can sing really, 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 really well, but doesn't have that good of a stage presence. Like, Beyonce's the total package in the sense that she got the stage presence, she got the body, the looks, the prettiness, like, and then the talent to back it up as long with the confidence. Because people could have that, you know, that trope where it's a pretty person, they are very talented, but they don't believe in themselves. That also makes someone really unattractive too. She has that confidence to go back it up. Like, she's a very dynamic woman. You know what I'm saying? So Beyonce, I hate when people bring up Beyonce into the conversation because Beyonce is exceptional. Like, she's exceptional in everything that she does. So you can't, and that's why I think that there has to be a distinction, because there's a difference between average women and exceptional women. Average women can work to be exceptional. Because Beyonce didn't grow, wasn't just born exceptional. She works towards that since she was young. You know, her mama made her that way, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, Miss Parents. Yeah, she left. She was out of here. She GTFO, okay? She was out of here. She wasn't playing with nobody. She ain't even come back, y'all. It's been a year. Y'all, it's been a year. Like, welcome back. She has not. But I hope she's enjoying herself. I hope she's okay. You know, I understand, like, you know, getting dogpiled online, that's not easy for anyone to deal with. And I'm pretty sure she had to deal with it in a more, like, it was so concentrated. Like, she has a huge platform. But I feel like you got to be able to, if you got to talk shit, you got to be able to swing that same shit. I'm getting tired of people saying stuff and then running and hiding, deleting videos, putting things on private. Y'all ain't real for real. Like, y'all, girl, the gangstering, you're gangstering for real. I don't know what to say to nobody. They really don't have that personality. They're really not it like that. And it comes out in little micro ways. Like, y'all cool, but y'all ain't it like that. Hey y'all, happy B-Day to your channel. What is the topic? Lore. What do y'all remember? I'm just going through memory lane, honestly, talking about everything that's been involved in my channel because everybody's had my name in their mouth. So of course, I'm just going to answer any misconceptions that anyone may have. And I'm just definitely going to see like, oh, does anyone still have any questions? Is there any talking points I haven't addressed? Because I do have some channel announcements, but quite honestly, I feel like I'm getting above this space. Like, the space is suffocating me with all its stupid remarks. So when y'all see the switch up in content, I need y'all to understand that everything was addressed during my lore. Okay. I don't believe in calling people slurs either. It's attacking a whole group of people versus the person you want to affect. Exactly. Exactly. Can somebody pin this? Girl, let me heart. What? Exactly. You're not hurting one person. You are literally like, just not even just the whole group of people, the group of people's past, future, and present. You're literally just shitting on a whole demographic. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. And she says effect because she knows how to spell. Okay, don't play with her. Period. What's the next video? Oh, let's let her talk. Let her
psychology. By the way, I do have my own dark.
This is another talking point that I see that y'all address with my channel that I can't stand about y'all. Why do y'all hate my morals so bad? Because number one thing that everyone says when they're low-key trying to shade my channel, well, I don't try to sit here and act all goody two-shoes, and I don't want to sit here and act all religious, and I don't try to sit here and act like I'm on a moral high ground. I don't act like anything. This is literally me. I think that it's wrong, period. I don't care. I don't care. You're wrong. I think that you're wrong. I don't do what you do. I don't resort to what you resort to. Y'all are lame. And it's not a moral high ground. You have a lack of ethics. And that's why you're mad. Because when you're up against somebody that actually has some type of decorum, actually has some type of real class, actually has some type of, see, I can talk you down and never even use a slur. Y'all are mad at me and y'all have so much issues with my channel because y'all feel like I think I'm better. And this happens to me in real life. People, you think you better than me. No, I don't think I'm better than you. You think I'm better than you because you recognize that my way of thinking, my mentality is superior to yours. So instead of getting up on game, hopping up and getting in the booth, you make it seem like I'm having some unfair moral high. You could be moral too. You could be a great person too. You could have rules and ethics too. Because that's something a lot of the girls say too. And I clocked it. Okay, that was enough. Not the mad at our soft girl spaces, y'all. We can't be in your exotical team. We can't have our soft girl spaces. Y'all just want to be a part of everything that we do as Black women. You want to get into our skin. So if I shed my skin, I literally feel like y'all would just hop right into it. Y'all would just get all up in it. Because, girl, we can't have nothing. Okay, so we couldn't have Black girl in luxury. We couldn't have the femininity movement. Y'all superior there. But let's be for real. And Black Women in Luxury did a great job of promoting dark-skinned women. I will say that 110%. Dark-skinned women were the forefront of Black girl in luxury and soft life. They made sure that was a great thing that they did. And y'all are mad because A lot of these opportunities are drying up for the quote unquote people who consider themselves to be a preference, right? With DEI coming out, people had to be fair, equitable, inclusive. Okay. That means you can't play fair. You actually have to be good. See, I can play fair because my talent surpasses you. Understand this. My talent, the way I articulate myself, the words that I use is superior to you. So I can play fair and still win. Not y'all. Y'all resort to like the weakest stuff ever. I'm going to just go through some of these comments before I do the last video. They need to leave my girl Karina alone. Whoever they is need to stop. She don't do shallow femininity content. Exactly. Karine be talking about prophecies and like, you know, like her faith. Like she is not a shallow woman at all. She is not a woman of one trick. Okay. So like y'all need to keep the cute ones out your mouth. Like really. And that's funny too, because Karine is very beautiful. Very gorgeous. Haitian sister. Yeah, not too much on the sister at all, okay? Not in the sisterhood. Not here. Not in here. Y'all keep it cute in here. Exposed. The hell have the diabolicals exposed? Girl, their own twisted ways of thinking, their own self-hatred identity issues, the fact that they cling to isms as a way to feel superior to other women in their space. They literally expose themselves. And after a year's time, it seems that y'all are coming down easy. And I'm here to watch and sip my tea. The landslide talk kills me because ain't no white man worshiping over here. Please, not over here. Yeah, like girly pop. Come on, let's be for real. Like y'all aren't even addressing like what girl? Like I could name two. Like the Queen of Kings girl, her. Like a few women on the back of my hand, but a lot of women, especially black women, they still worship black men. They worship men, period. So I don't agree with the male centeredness of it all. I do agree with Exotical in those points. I'm not male centered. I don't like the male centered point. I think like I don't like that way of thinking. Like that stuff be so beyond me. But like you know, especially with the white male worshiping, girl, not over here. Not in your generation, not within the YouTube class that you belong to. Nobody even be talking about white men over here. So she just brought that up for no reason. Internalized anti-blackness. She literally bleaches her skin. Ain't nobody scared of crazy people. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. See, because me, I have the confidence to wear my melanin deep. I do that thing. I get it in there. So, you know, women who, the thing is, and this is why people like, oh, that was another thing. Only ugly women have a problem with beauty enhancements. No, y'all came onto YouTube coming for black women who wear beauty enhancements all the time. And then when we found your real Instagram and was like, oh, wait, she wears beauty enhancements too, but hers suck. Your beauty enhancements came from the $24.99 out tray pack out the beauty supply store. The shake and go. Not too much on y'all, but I'm saying like you literally like you were talking so much stuff until we saw who you really were. So you were talking about black women who were wearing beauty enhancements until we found out you used them the most. So that's why women who rely on beauty enhancements can't talk to me. I'm a natural girly. I keep it cute. Real elegance, natural features, no contour, no lace glue, no lashes, not no spider legs. They be like little thin little wispy babies. Are y'all seething? Y'all mad? See, this is why I love to exist as a black woman, because I literally break down all these stereotypes in real life. People like to rely, I'm literally the walking contradiction, because everybody who relies on stereotypes to be able to get ahead in their desirability game, like I break all of that because I don't unfairly rely on stereotypes, and I break all the stereotypes too. I'm not big, girly. That's another thing they be trying to wish on the girl. I've seen a couple creators trying to say, oh, well, even if you're skinny now, like, don't worry about it. You'll be fat soon. You must be a special type of miserable to wish fatness on somebody. Imagine how miserable that person is. Who wishes fatness on their audience or on a particular creator because they said they aren't fat, they're slim, and they don't agree with you? Wow. Gotta be a special type of miserable. This is Blunt Girly. That's the miserable girl. I'm trying to tell y'all who it is. Because a couple of videos, every time she's like, oh, even if you're slim now, you're going to be fat soon. Trust me, believe me. You're evil. You're just as evil as the old bitter girls that you're talking about. Because who would do that? Girl, I've never been big a day in my life. Not once. My eating habits don't even support me being able to have an overgrowth of fat. What are you talking about? Y'all are just shaming and like shading people because you don't agree with them. And then y'all just wish stupid stuff on people. Yeah, she did. I'm gonna pull up the video. Let's pull up. I'm gonna pull out the video where I feel like she was talking about me. Even though I cannot definitively prove it, girl, I'm not slow. Because that's exactly what she was trying to say. Oh, well, even if you're skinny now, it won't be for long. Girl. Sounds to be about sad. It's about me. And all because I said that the big girl can still take your man. So stop sitting here acting crazy online. That's all I said online. I said, hey, y'all need to stop talking about big girls. A lot of these men qualify for big girls. And y'all didn't want to hear it. So we're going to go ahead and clear this.
Really good topic. I actually wanted to talk about this. So yeah, I'm doing for the month of June, Ask Blunt Girly. So head over to my community tab and just drop some like video topics that you want me to cover. So my sub said, I just watched a video of a skinny girl saying that aspiring to be skinny is bad. Maybe do a video on the possible reasons why skinny women, despite being skinny themselves and knowing the benefits, especially in their current climate where people are less active and healthy, would be pushing the body positivity movement and saying aspiring to be skinny is bad. She made a few videos. I can mention the YouTuber's name if you'd like. She's not the only one though. I've heard multiple skinny women say it's bad to aspire to be skinny and make long essays on it, and it annoys me every single time. Okay, girl, it annoys me too. That annoys me too. And I'm glad you mentioned it because no, I see this all the time. They come to my channel and do this. I see it all the time. Skinny women just pandering. And a lot of these behaviors is just subconscious. They're probably not even aware. They do this for multiple reasons. So when you see skinny women basically supporting fat girls and supporting the body positivity movement or speaking against people wanting to be skinny despite them being skinny, this is a competition strategy. Okay, I'm gonna just be so honest and real with you. When you are skinny in a society full of fat people, it does feel good. Sometimes I do enjoy that there's less competition. I will be honest and admit a little dark secret of mine. Okay, sometimes I do enjoy it. So that's why they do it. If everybody was skinny, there would be more competition. And so yeah, I hate women like this. I even seen a woman, she was supporting bigger women being big and telling them, oh, you know, nothing's wrong with that. And then in the same breath, when I went on her page, she's actively posting workout videos, eating healthy and stuff like that. The main reason why you're doing that is to stay in shape. So, you know, I don't pay these women any mind. I turn red pill on them. You know how women will be like, oh, Lizzo's a 10 and she's the most beautiful girl in the world. Okay, you look like Lizzo. And then they're shocked. And then they're offended. Yeah, because that's how you really feel. I can't stand people that get online, especially, and they cap all day and don't keep it real with themselves. If Lizzo is so stunning, you look like her. And then they know exactly what I mean. Some women play dumb. No, it's her face that's pretty. But then when you say you look like Lizzo, no, they know exactly what we're talking about now when we say that she's not attractive. Because when you get told that you look like Lizzo, you're not only thinking about her face, you're not separating her face from her body, you're thinking about her overall when we say that you look like Lizzo. So I just don't like people that play dumb. So you got to flip it back on them. If you see a skinny woman promoting that being fat is good and talking against creators like Liv Smith or something like that, put it back on her and say, you look fat. If it's so good to be fat, then don't get offended when people are critical. It's pandering. You know, we use this word pandering a lot and it's not in proper context, but in this situation, this is literally the perfect situation to insert the word pandering. Now, there are some creators that don't just outright promote being big, right? But what they'll do is they'll speak against any person that comes online and simply tells you not to eat the entire fridge. Because I've checked out Liv Smith's content. I've watched her videos because you guys were recommending me her. You guys said that, you know, she reminds you of me or something like that. I was getting compared. And from what she says on YouTube, all she's saying is, do not eat enough for 3 people. Now, it's always some slim, super skinny girl coming out and speaking against that, calling it toxic. Meanwhile, she's the same size as me. These girls be a size extra, extra small, talking about it's toxic. If you're the same size as me, there is no way that you are not doing the same exact thing, meaning not eating enough for 5, 3, 2 people.
Okay. Let me see. I'm not playing dumb. I'm just dumb. What do y'all talk about? Girl, it's getting hot in the kitchen, y'all. No, this is not a BG listening party. This is not. We just watched a whole other creators. I guess. Yeah, it's the listening party. We'll play. I feel like I have to find the clip, but I just cannot. Like, I don't know. I just know like one of it. I was like, what?
Man that wanted a serious committed relationship. Okay. That is another thing that I wanted to talk about. People kept asking me on my community tab, talk about situationships. That is not the storyline that's going on here, but I still have some insightful like societal differences that I want to talk about. But let me explain. So, like, so far from the case, in fact, that was actually the exact opposite of my life. So I'm actually going to re-explain to you, like the timeline of my body, basically. Because weight loss does not always mean that the person was a fat femcel before. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's some girls who are weight loss influencers and they used to be like, I don't know, 160 and now they're 120. So sometimes I'll have like ops come to my channel and they don't actually listen to what I'm talking about. And you know how what like non-intelligent people do? They just see two words and then draw conclusions. So they'll see that like I went on a weight loss journey and then they'll say, well, how come you're talking about big people, big femcells when you used to be one? I used to be what? I was never a big femcel. If anything, my life since I was a little girl was the exact opposite. Because growing up, I was not fat. That is not the storyline that's going on here, but I still have some insightful like societal differences that I want to talk about. But let me explain. So the reason why I personally...
Somebody find the clip, because I'm not going to watch. In one of the videos, it was like, oh, well, even if you're slim now, how old are you? Even if you're slim now, like, you won't be like that for long. Girl, you wish. Now, with that being in my head, I take the stairs extra much now. Now I run up the stairs just to make sure, and I'll do that for the rest of my life because I see that people prey on your downfall. They prey on your downfall. At the end of the day, y'all was trying to say or insinuate that the girl was big. The girl is not big. The girl is nowhere near big. So then y'all tried to clap back, but my clap back was a little bit more accurate. And I'm not gonna talk about the fat girl. I feel like y'all can hold y'all own nuts. The BWs, I feel like y'all can hold y'all own nuts, but I do be feeling like the big backism is weird these days. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's just my thoughts. Let's start sharing. I'm gonna find the clip and I'm gonna play it, but literally, like, I'm gonna have to find the clip first. Girl, there's so much. I don't know what the chat is. The chat is just gone. Honestly, pretty. I'm gonna start from the bottom and go up. Honestly, pretty as F. If someone said facially I look like Lizzo, I'm accepting that compliment. Body lies, we gotta fight. Yup. I mean, yeah, Lizzo really cute. And I feel like, nah. Okay, I'm not gonna do too much. Lizzo is really cute in the face. She's very talented too. Like, certain people, like, they don't have to appeal. Like, see, right. Like what the lady was saying. One of the ladies was saying on my video, like one of the videos, the TikTok, she was saying like, oh, average women have to worry about being pretty because if you got that face card, that mug is gonna overeat the body. I don't agree with most people, but I feel like in exceptional cases, Lizzo is also an exceptional beauty. So if she lost like a whole bunch of weight, she's killing the girls. But she kills the girls, most girls, even in her own like weight class, just because she's so beautiful. I just came here. Hello, welcome. I'm sure you're here for the tea, of course, because your name is T Reed. So I'm pretty sure I've been sent around. Somebody sent some messages and a link, and y'all is here. Okay, well, enjoy the party. It's the channel B-Day party. So tell my channel happy birthday because it's my my 1-year anniversary. I bet Lizzo is prettier than her. Girl, we would never know. I bet you would never know. Never know. I'm sorry, y'all. I just get this. We ain't gonna figure it out. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if someone said I look like Lizzo. She's pretty talented. She's in shape. Oh, her shape is pretty, and so is her face. Same with Monique in the early 2000s. Both of them ladies can dress. Monique was bad back in the day. Monique's still bad today. Like, don't get me misconstrued, but I'm saying Monique, like, if she wasn't just telling jokes or whatever, she really had all of the beauty card to be like a part of the Nia Longs and stuff. Monique was bad. Monique knows how to style. No, Monique is bad. So again, like what I'm saying, and then a woman like Monique, for real, the thing is that men won't really tell you, and that's what I'm being for real. A men like variety. So it's not like when it comes down to what men prefer, it has everything to do with social societally. So societally, he feels better sitting next to a slim woman. Does that mean he's not attracted to all other body types? No. So when women go out their way having these beef with big girls, I be like, did a big girl take your man? A big girl stole your dude and you hated him ever since, huh? Them BBWs had your man's attention and you couldn't get him off of it. So now you mad at BBWs? Huh? Okay. I thought so. Okay. I feel like being slim is somewhat easy. If you don't eat, if you're bored, if I'm bored, Roblox, drawing, writing, Roblox again. Yep. Another thing is intermittent fasting. Like being okay, to me, I feel like hunger does not make me want to crash out. I can still function at a particular capability, not at my highest, no, but I can still function to a particular point, even if I am a little tiny bit hungry. Like, I don't just like, oh, I'm hungry. Let me stop everything I'm doing. Stop talking to me. My blood sugar low. You know, I don't crash out behind hunger like that. Not right now, anyway. Many white dudes cosplay as black women online, act dumb to make black women look bad. I agree. I see it. I ran across a channel the other day. I was like, dang, I'm on the wrong side of the YouTube. They talk about some, oh, these Keishas and haha, that's what you get. I said, oh, yeah. I stumbled upon a black male hate channel. Let me get out of here. Oh, black men hating on black women. Let me get out of here. I was like, dang, I'm in the wrong spot. Yeah, they do that on YouTube. It's so many clicks. It's not just the women. White/Indian dudes make lookism type of content for men. If they do involve women, it's women of their race. Period. Everybody makes their content. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm literally missing all of that. I'm missing like all y'all's. I'm sorry. Some of these comments I couldn't get. They want everything to themselves. Let black women do what they do. All of a sudden, you don't like yourself as a black woman. It's breaking down the hierarchy. They don't like that. You don't have to be the baddest chick. I don't think she looks better than Megan, but pretty is pretty. We all will have differences on beauty rankings, but to say she's unattractive is insane, to be honest. Who's unattractive? Which girl did I call unattractive? I'm sorry. I don't know which one I'm talking about. I just missed a whole bunch of stuff. So like I don't know where we're going, but we're gonna get back to the main topic. My channel lore. Okay, Gigi says, this is why I enjoy your channel. You keep it real. You know, I'm a real person who got a YouTube channel. I'm not a YouTuber. Okay. I'm a person with a YouTube channel. And I just decided to use it from time to time. So yes. Okay. All right, let's get it together. We're gonna let her play. I'm gonna catch up on the comments. I'll be back. This was her responding back to one of my videos. So yeah, the reason why Blunt Girly really can't fuck with me is because we have differing opinions on black men. That's really what it is. We have differing opinions on black men. She feels like coddling them niggas. I feel like them niggas be doing just as much dirt as we do. So be gone. But she's on the black men coddling squad. So whenever I claim and I show evidence of black men being disparaging against black women, she ignores that. And then she tries to blame it on the fact that you're ugly.
You know how a lot of these women want taller men. Okay, should somebody call you heightus? Are you a heightus? Would you prefer all of these labels just because of what you like? A lot of black women prefer a certain skin complexion. Should we start calling you a colorist? Like, how would you feel? It doesn't make sense, right? You only use that word to your advantage. But y'all do the same thing. Most people who date are going to discriminate in some way. People like what they like. It shouldn't be a label for it. Don't get in my comment section talking about, but no, it's colorism because they're making fun of, the women that they don't prefer. And you guys do too. Short man syndrome. You laugh all day at short men. Oh, short men energy. Light skinned boys are too soft. They're too feminine. You guys do too. Cut that out. This is why nobody's taking you seriously. Light skinned women are women too that deserve to be the apple in their man's eye. Light skinned women deserve for men to admire their skin complexion just as much as how you deserve it. So when they say black men are colorist, for some of them liking lighter skinned women, if that's the case, everyone that has a type is colorist, right? It's like the talking points are just extremely hypocritical. It's like, it's okay when you do it, it's a problem when they do it. It's only okay when men like dark skinned chicks, right? It's not colorist. Nope. But if he only likes light skinned chicks, then he's colorist. See, a lot of these chicks just regurgitate what they heard the next 500 black women say. They don't stop.
All right, let's stop there. Just because I know sometimes you guys, the brain is a little slow. So you guys don't gather a whole lot of information at the same time. I have to break it down very slow. So in my original video, speaking about the colorism, I'm not in any way speaking on the preferences of men, black men. I could care less. We are speaking about the specific harassment that is directed at individuals with a darker skin tone. Okay, she's ignoring all of this behind her man, and she's ignoring the global undertone, the global higher tone. I don't know what else to call it. We're talking about the discrimination against people with the darker skin tone, which as a chocolate woman yourself, you shouldn't be trying to deny so hard. You're trying to act as though we're speaking about the mutual preference or we're speaking about the common relationship. I am not. I don't speak about the common black man, white woman relationship. I don't care what they do. What I care about is when niggas like Tailbo Rackins, let's pull it up, because y'all like to forget. Y'all play so slow. Like y'all act like y'all forget what these niggas had said. No. Even if we talk about, oh, I want my man to be tall, it ends there. I want my man to be tall, just that. Not, oh, I can't stand no short ass nigga. He deserves nothing. I wouldn't even spit on a nigga. He on fire. That's how these black men be talking about black women online, in these comment sections, on these YouTube channels, in these manosphere conversations, in Red Pill. So that's what I was speaking a bit about. She likes to always focus on the micro experience that may happen with the average man and woman, but we're speaking about the macro scale of colorism, which is the discrimination against darker people with a particular skin tone. And in the relation to the sexual dating marketplace, because that's important as well, the only thing I tell my audience to do as chocolate dark-skinned women who are bad and cute, to not be with men who are flattering you based off of an insecurity. Y'all understand this with fat women? Y'all understand that when niggas say, oh, I want my girls thick, that 9 times out of 10 that they're pandering. So for me, I'm telling women like, hey, I understand that y'all like to see people hype up dark skin and brown skin women. I like to see it too, but don't get too much to it. Like when a man is saying, oh, when I get compliments on my skin tone all the time. Does my, face change and I go ear to ear and I'm like, yay, thank you. Oh my gosh, I never heard that before. Yes, no, I'm not. Sorry. I'm not like that. No, when I see them, I'm like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I play it real cool. Why? Because I've heard it before. You're not going to switch because you'll say whatever because you don't know. Like, because some dark-skinned women, they're very much so insecure. I'm going to be for real. So that may get a dark-skinned woman at her panties for real. A lesser dark-skinned woman on the side of a road, the man say, oh, I like your skin color, Nubian queen, chocolate goddess. She all up and through here, and he a dusty. He don't even like your phenotype. He just used that to get you. I've seen that too many times before. So that's what I was talking about, especially in the relation to the sexual dating marketplace as far as discrimination is concerned. I was telling my girls, nobody else, that if you are chocolate, have real pride in your skin color. That way you're only around people who prefer it. That way you miss these dusty ass conversations talking about some, well, me and my homeboys, they don't really date too many dark skinned girls, but I like them. I don't want to be around you or your homeboys. I don't want to be with you because you got colorist friends. And I don't want to be with your colorist friends neither. you don't get a pass because you don't agree with your colorist ass homeboys. I don't believe like that. But that's just me.
And think things for themselves. You know, this is why a lot of people make fun of them online, and you know, they get called hyenas or the basic sisterhood, and people make fun of the fact that you can just predict their arguments. Like, I already know, you know, if someone chooses to react to this video, I already know what they're gonna say. You guys have no individual.
Have you ever run a background check on yourself?
I'm sorry, y'all. I usually try to catch it, but I didn't catch it this time. So in the middle, like, these are the basic talking points that she's speaking about right now. The basic speaking. I always bring up tailbone rackets because I love to show y'all the consequences of actions. This is the consequences of your actions, okay? Typical Twitter banter back in the day. 2014, back in 2014, this was regular. This here say he'll F a white dog before effing a black girl. Y'all see that? Now, we don't need people like that to like us, okay? That's one thing I will say 110%. I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me? He said something's wrong, so I want to make sure that everything is okay. Okay, that's okay. So yeah, that's all I was speaking about. We don't need that man he can mess with his dogs, his bestiality. That's not that big of a deal. But what I'm saying is I'm calling attention not to the individual, but to the mentality that was rapid fire at the particular time. So to act like that don't exist because you a baddie, trying to ignore the rest of us, like, no, like, baby, you are allowed to have your opinions, but I'm allowed to say that your opinion don't make up the majority or the rule or anything like that.
Heard the next 500 Black women say they don't stop and think things for themselves. You know, this is why a lot of people make fun of them online, and you know, they get called hyenas or the basic sisterhood, and people make fun of the fact that you can just predict their arguments.
She says, I don't get why dark and light-skinned women can't express their experiences without it being a war. Exactly.
The dumb and the blind leading the blind. If one low IQ chick comes out and makes a statement, here comes 50 other, you know, hyenas flocking behind her, regurgitating. They don't even stop and think about what they're saying. And then in the next video, they'll talk about all the things that they prefer in a man. Oh yeah, a man with a bunch of money. Oh, you're discriminating against poor men. Oh, that's discrimination against poor men. Oh, you want a taller man? That's discrimination. Technically, by you guys' definition, everybody should have a label, and everybody's technically discriminating if they have a specific preference. It's okay when they have a preference. It's a problem when you have a preference. These same chicks that go on all day about all Black men are colorists, in the next breath, they're talking about hypergamy and how they only want a rich millionaire white guy.
Okay, she was definitely throwing shots at the girl. I ain't never been with no white man before. So I really, again, like, where are y'all coming from with this? Second, every woman outside of y'all's basic community in this goddamn BC that we call home, okay, in this Blackistan, everybody else picks men based off of what they like. If he's able to take care of them, okay? I live a regular life, but this regular life is expensive. The nigga that I pick gonna have to be able to afford it. I discriminate against poor men. Say something else. Sorry. Now, do poor men deserve to be alive and breathe air and have family? Yes. Does he deserve to have a chance to have another and lesser, stupider woman make him, you know, some type of important figure in her family's life? Maybe. Just not me. Just not me. So because I'm dark skinned, I shouldn't want hypergamy. Because there's niggas who don't want dark skinned women. So it's all even. It's all even. These are what I mean. And this is what people are saying when they're saying, blunt girl, your takes stick to weight loss. Please stick to weight loss. Girl, when it gets to these like actual takes, if it's not pretty privilege or weight loss, I think you should just stop speaking about it. Because you don't have the in-depth thought. I'm pretty sure you with your husband is happy, he paying bills. I'm pretty sure he is taking care of you in all the ways that you need. And I'm pretty sure that someone would consider that hypergamy somewhere. So to act like you're not even participating in it, it just makes no sense to me. So we shouldn't discriminate against poor men while they can do so in the background. I'm pretty sure they ain't going on no poor ass dates. Didn't think so. Okay, girly.
That's discriminating against 98% of the population. Nobody's taking you seriously. It's very clear that you're just bitter and you're a femcel, just trying to pressure people into liking you. You don't even follow the guidelines that you place on other people. Then you'll be open to dating anyone. Don't have a type. Just be open to dating anyone. You know what I mean? So men who like.
Okay, that was that one. Her. This is her solution to all Black women. Don't have a type. Date anybody. Go out here and date anybody. This is y'all's leader. This is y'all's queen bee. Girl, she gonna have to get back in that lab and come back with some more talking points, baby. She gonna have to get in there. Yeah. Get in there. Yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby. Oh my gosh. Girl, what is going on here? Okay. I'm trying to figure this out. She says, no, that's my name. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Hi, well, welcome. Of course, she says face, Gigi says face card will override skinny a lot of the times. Me, I don't care. This is a channel for women that have, like, we're total packages. We're not picking and choosing, okay? I feel like for real, I understand, like, there are certain, like, things that we pick and choose or whatever, but as women, the ones who should look together, girls, you got the pretty face with the body, with the money, with the intelligence. We need to be together because you got pretty women with that are bird-brained trying to act like they fit with us. No, baby, you're a bird. Go back to be with your bread, okay? We represent the total packages over here, okay? The fit, the feminine, the financially responsible, all of that. So when I ask for that, understand that it's because we already embody it. Thank you. She said fat or skinny, y'all not touching her or period. Yeah, Lizzo was like, I've been fat and I've been skinny. But still ain't fucking with me, period. Okay. It was eating them girls up. And then even Megan Thee Stallion said, she's like, I've been slim and I've been thick. And like what? Megan Thee Stallion, even as a thicker girl, even as a slimmer girl, remained y'all's icons. Because she had everything else, you know? People are more forgiving to an overweight chick if her face is undefeated. That is true. And then she says, kind of agreeing, no one cares if you're skinny if your face is hit. Yeah, girl, you don't give a... The face is, for me, I feel like you get addressed based off of the effort that you put into yourself, okay? So I don't ever feel like, I mean, I don't know what it's like to be a bigger girl. So I don't know what that experience is like. One day I might. I'm not going to act like one day I might be bigger. But at the moment, I don't have that that recollection. I couldn't be able to pinpoint for that. But I'd say, like, girl, like, ugly is ugly. Girl, if you consider ugly, even if you're the beauty standard, like, I mean, you would be considered ugly. But I feel like the only thing that I think that is problematic is when you're considering people ugly off of racist ideals. So like they're not really ugly, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna call them ugly because I don't like the shape of their nose because they have a Eurocentric or Afrocentric nose, you know? So stuff like that, I think it's bad. They went on talking about she says, Rose says, I intermediate fast without realizing it all the time. Literally, that's like the key here. Like, we just, like, it's literally a mentality. It's not a way, like, it's not anything that we're doing. Like, it's just, you know, the bodying. I do a 4-day fast every month. No food, just salt water, real fasting. Okay. Part of me, I don't think I've ever done a real fast. I always intermediate. But I have been thinking about a real actual fast, but for spiritual purposes. But I'm gonna keep that between me and mine, you know? But I have been thinking about it, tossing it back. I've never done one before, so it'd be my first one. Yep, Angie Stone was a big girl, gorgeous face, dark skin too. She said that men used to flirt with her and were into her, but she was big and dark skinned too, so they didn't want to be seen with her. Exactly. It's a societal thing. Men are not attracted. They're not just, it's not like their chip is like, oh, I'm not attracted to big girls. They're like, I don't like the way that the society jokes on big girls. And that's how men feel about dark skinned women. Like, the way that if you're with a big girl and someone started talking bad about her, as her man, you are required to defend her. So let's say that you have colorist friends and you got a dark-skinned girl. you know, you are required to defend her against these colorist friends if it ever happened, it came up in conversation. So because of that, that's what I was talking about in that original video. It wasn't saying that men don't like, I'm just saying men also have societal pressures that affect them as well that we're not talking about. We're just talking about, oh, well, us women, our societal. They also think in terms of like colorism bothers them too. They like the dark skinned girl, but they know their homeboys be talking crap. You were talking about B. She ain't unattractive though. No, I don't think anyone said Beyonce is unattractive. Beyonce? The girl who said anybody, I don't think any, that's how you know you're really cute. If it's not a debate, like literally, I don't think I've ever heard anyone, people have attacked Beyonce for 110 things. They've never said she was ugly, not the entire time I've been alive. That everyone gets called, you know, people try to pick, when you're like average, people call you ugly just to make you feel some type of way. But like, no one's ever called Beyonce ugly. That's how you know she got it on her. She the baddest in the game right there. Do you think Blunt Girly or someone else had to type the prompt for that image for the big woman on the couch like that? I can't take it seriously. Yeah, like I've been noticing a whole lot of girls. They've been using like, honestly, it borderlines racism to me because it just gives very like, I've been seeing the monkeys. I've been seeing them make Black women look out to be monkeys, look like aliens. They've been using AI images. And it's crazy because when I use AI and I try to mention like race at all, it'll always stonewall me and be like, oh, well, you can't use that. It's going to create hate speech. But so I don't know whatever AI generator these women are using. Can't be on a public domain or anything like that. But these are definitely harmful images that we should be talking about and calling them out for, or at least ignoring them. There are MI generators that don't have anti-racism features that will spit out all kinds of toxic stuff. Dang, girl. I'm a blunt girly when it comes to Black men and their societal standing and stats. She's blunt girly when it comes to Black women, which isn't bad either. Exactly. So I think I agree with blunt girly in that sense. Like, I feel like for me, like the way that you like, you know, try to, what's the word? Analyze and kind of just rank Black women, like the way that you feel like Black women need to get their stuff together, that's how I feel about Black men. I feel like they need to get their stuff all the way together. Like, I don't even, like, you see what these niggas is doing? Okay. I don't be really like, I just, you know, they're a part of the brotherhood. Like, they're in the, like, they really are just in the space. But are they acting to their highest potential at mass? No. But that's just what I see that's going on in my neck of the woods. That's not every Black man's story out there, you know? So I can be admitting to that too. You can run them locally as well if you have hardware. Chanel Minnow says she coddles Black men a lot. I think that's why I stopped watching her, because how are you excusing colorism? Another red flag was Miss Diabolical. I'm sorry, y'all. Co-signing her. Not gonna lie, she sounds like Kevin Samuel. She wants to be red pill, baby. She's on her way to that red pill train. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Because I promise you, she will never hold Black men accountable. She'll never do it. I have a video coming out, and I don't ever give anyone a heads up about my videos because they always like to kind of hop in front of it. I'll be dropping my video because I'm going to be taking this hypocrisy by storm, okay? I'll be talking more about this later. Don't worry about it. I'll address it, Chanel, because I've also been like, dang, these ladies is going hard on Black women, but they just go soft on the Black men. The Black men be over there wreaking all types of havoc. They ignore that. They don't even see it. They don't even see it. She tried to say that her husband had his face scrunched up while he was watching my videos because I said that you have certain men that'll try to use pity privilege against dark-skinned women. Now, was his face scrunched up when that Gigi and that man was having a conversation about how certain Black dudes or certain men don't date Black women? No, I'm pretty sure his face wasn't scrunched up at all. He's heard that before. I promise you he's heard that before. That's not the first time he's ever heard that. The first time he ever heard was somebody clocking the fact that, you know, I feel like, I don't believe it. I think it's a societal thing. I don't think that's how people individually feel, but I think when it comes down to operating in society, they'll always uphold society standards. Hence, people feeling like there's a benefit to colorism, texturism, and featureism. I think if you're going to be blunt, then be blunt all the way through. Don't be blunt towards one group and then coddle the next. You start to lose your credibility. Y'all, it's fake. It's fake. AI channels are now soulless humans, just hollow shells. Nobody's home. Their thumbnails can be wired. Yep, everything is outrage. Everything's about trying to maintain and outrage and get people upset. I don't get. Oh, I think I played that one already. No, we've been talking about it. Am I the only one seeing these AI videos where they would portray Black women as stereotypes? I feel like they will soon become dangerous for Black women and girls. Yes. And this is where I'm going to actually address my real audience now. We talked about the tea, but really, they're trying hard to bring colorism, texturism, and featureism back. I'm not playing with y'all. I don't have anything else to say. They're trying hard. They see that there is women who don't benefit from any isms, out earning them, outpacing them in the real environment, and the best way for them to combat this is by grabbing down at women via social media. Now, that's why a lot of these are behind burner accounts. It's because these are real people that have real influence, and they're hiding behind their harmful feelings behind these paywalls and behind these burner accounts. Anytime men are involved, women start acting real funny towards each other. Yes, I try to keep them out the chat sometimes. Like, even when I feel like I talk about Black men too much, I'll be like, girl, like, reel it on in. Because I feel like I be losing my marbles too, because men have a way of doing that. Like, they just have a way to making me just knock a marble out. Like, I'd be like, girl. Because I feel like men are such contradictions. Like, I feel like, even though I like the way men move at times, I feel like they have control. I feel like the control really don't benefit nobody else but the men. Do Black women's opinion on beauty compromise any majority? Do Black women's opinion on beauty compromise any majority? Please explain what this means a little bit more, and maybe I can answer the question. Because it may just not be clicking to me. It's not clicking, Steven. Are you talking about exotical intellect / exotic? I saw that lady. Y'all, that lady is... We don't care about that lady. Okay. Does a woman's opinion about another woman's beauty standard even matter? No. No, it doesn't, actually. That's the thing I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter. Because whenever that woman finds her groove, her niche, where she's celebrated, no other woman can take her out that spot. That's why it's called a pedestal. So all of these conversations are really just escapism. I honestly couldn't feel bad for Telbo because he said those things a long time ago, but that man didn't change. He still had the same opinions towards Black women. Bye, Ashy. Rest in preference. Y'all gotta stop. Okay, I get it. Like, oh my God. Okay, girl. Rest in peace to that man, okay? We're not gonna do too much. I don't think he deserves to die behind his own stupidity. I don't believe that but I've been realizing online, people are making examples. That's why I'm telling y'all to be careful online. Be careful what you say online. Be careful what you do online. Be careful what groups and movements that you attach yourself to, because you may, start saying stuff, being funny, and then we find out who you is. You need the public's help for something, and then we pulling out your tweets, your old YouTube comments about you disparaging against a group of people. That is not a good strategy, y'all. That is very bad. Please be careful online. If you're going to start popping stuff, I wouldn't even suggest you do it behind a paywall, because if you do it behind a paywall, people are still going to be able to clock your tea. It's on bank statements. So be careful online. Be nicer online. There's a way to be entertaining without being a full out rude and mean person. A lot of y'all are just straight up miserable. Like, you're not what you think you are. You are miserable. Because I'm in a great mood. I didn't come for nobody. I'm in a great mood, but I still can call out the fallacies in your talking point. And that's all it should be. It shouldn't be so emotional. It shouldn't be so big. But rest in preference. We'll be talking about Mimi. We're celebrating my channel's first anniversary. Okay, I made my channel a year ago to the 23rd. I dropped my first video. It was the Zeno United versus Chrissy video, and since then we've kind of just been going down memory lane about my channel has been very infamous, of course, as y'all can clearly tell. So when y'all see how I be moving, understand that it's because people are watching me. Like, I've literally submitted myself in the algorithm. Period. So So we're just talking, we're just literally enjoying the channel. Like all of that we've been able to agree with. Hello, everybody. Everybody wants supermodels on their channels, but if most people are average, then realistically, most people watching are average. Yeah, for real. Like, girl, statistically, I'm gonna drop a video, y'all. Don't think this is not been lost upon me. I just can't address it right now because the girls be stealing talking points, so I can't say anything. Shot says, until you try a real long fast, I cannot explain how good it feels. Most women are average. As a man, I'm not going to squint my eyes to try to see what ain't there. Thank you. Thank you. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like the average dude within the dating pool that we're going to acknowledge usually isn't all that picky. If he picky, that can be a sign of something very colorful going on in the background. But for the most part, average men, they enjoy women that are within their sector, that they enjoy the women that they can get access to, and they don't really have too much problems until they feel like they can get better. Women are on a bell curve, men are on an exceptional curve. Being a hot guy is so much rarer. Who was cute? He says Gigi is pretty hot for a more local example. Y'all, not y'all. Why y'all flirting in my comment section? Get a room. No, y'all not. Get a room. Gross. She says stop. Okay. I'm realistic about how I look. I'm not a 25-year-old baddie anymore. I'm just a pretty lady now. Yes, ma'am. You know, just sit down. I like that. I get called pretty. Yes, pretty lady. Just pretty lady. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that term. Because I love when a man called me pretty lady. It eats me up inside. Like, I don't want you to call me your girl. I don't want you to call me nothing. Call me your pretty lady. All right. Gotta go. All right. Y'all have a great one. Take it easy. We'll see you soon. Yes. Like the kids tell me I'm a baddie for my age. Period. I don't have no ugly subscribers. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I go through my subscriber count just to make sure. I be making sure. I'm like, I be wanting to see who I appeal to. Yeah, y'all be bad. I don't even be mad at y'all. Let's see what's next. Yeah, she calls herself blunt girly, but drags other women, but never has any smoke for men. Definitely a big red flag, girl. Not that blunt at all. But honestly, y'all gotta be for real. It's a strategy. A lot of these women, the other girl I put on my last live stream, she's another one, like just a girl. She's one that really benefits from men. Like when I go through her comments and stuff, it's men that are supporting her. So although I would ask like, oh, why don't these women actually have fair and balanced critiques? They don't get paid to have fair and balanced critiques. They get paid to verbally abuse women. When BG was like, oh, I verbally abuse. Yes, baby, we've been told you that. I've been said that you're a verbally abusive person. Okay? And usually when people verbally abuse, it's because that's what works on them. Words work on them, so they like to dress down people with words. They don't work with me. Because your words show your mentality. And your mentality shows who you really are. And most people who are verbally abusive are all bite. I said that all wrong. All bark. They not no bite. They ain't got no bite. This is why I hate live streams, because when you mess up and you do a typo, that's in there. Like, it's nothing you can do about it. We already did the opinions on EU. You gotta watch my channel. I would just if you want to have an opinion or you want to know my opinions, just go through my commentary playlist and you'll be able to see very clearly what my opinions are. And as Jazzy says, she has a video on her thoughts. It's in her Uncle Ruckus video. Yes, you can watch my Uncle Ruckus series, the Dark Skin Sidekick series, and then the Loser Dark Skin series too. I'll be beefing those up soon because I feel like I really need to help my sisters within the darker spectrum. I need to help us get on game because y'all are really losing out here in this desirability game, and I can help y'all. Y'all just have to listen to me. Y'all have to really like be for real and be like, you know what? We are going to be strategic going forward. We're a part of the strategist. We're not playing anymore. If you're not a strategist, bye bye. Like I don't even need you like watching. I don't need you lurking. Just go because this is to help women who really need to get up there. Men enforce what makes a woman attractive. Women enforce what makes a man attractive for straight men and women. Anyways, exactly. So there's always going to be that back and forth. I can't take the exotical space seriously. When they all started to show themselves, I was like, yeah, no, y'all trolling. Girl. All I'm going to say is if they ever expose me, baby, the way that y'all hype them ladies up, y'all better not say nothing about me. I'm serious. The way that y'all hype them ladies up, because I'm not going to even play out here like I'm model-esque. I feel like I'm very pretty, but girl, I feel like I'm average. Don't play with me. Like, literally, don't do it. Because y'all was hyping up girls that I feel like... And never mind. Let's continue with the rest of the scheduled programming. Please. Number 15 is straight Fantasyland. Yeah. The hot women are showing themselves making monetized content like Get Ready With Me, fitness vlogs, low effort DJ streams. Exactly. Girl, I feel like I really want to like show my face, y'all. I've been teeter-tottering the line, but I feel like once I divulge that bit of privacy to myself, that's it. Because I've been having a hard time, doing my femininity maintenance series and stuff like that, because how are you going to show somebody how to be beautiful when you're not showing your beauty regimen? Like, I'm telling you my beauty regimen, I'm not showing you. So yeah, there's girls with a real pretty privilege out here on YouTube. They drop one video, they face card eats, and they eat up the algorithm. And that's not going to be everybody, because pretty privilege is on the exceptional end of things. You could be pretty and it's like not a pretty privilege. The same way, like, what did I kind of explained it in like the triangulation between sexuality and modesty. Like, most people cling to more sexualized images and think that those are more attractive. That doesn't mean that the modest isn't attractive. It just isn't as appealing, So yeah, I definitely think that, the ones that tried to show their face and stuff and nothing really changed, that's the answer. That's why I'm scared, girl. What if I show my face? I'm thinking like, okay, you can show your face and like the world's your oyster. Like, the whole YouTube channel is gonna blow up after that. Or you can show your face and girl, you just gonna be back here doing commentary. So I think about it. Cause I like Six Gotta set up. I want to be able to come in here, look all cute, like a cute cam girl, and just run my mouth like I'm good at doing. Okay. I just love doing that. I like the message. It opened my mind. A lot of them are just the wrong messenger. Yes. And we're humans. Like, none of these content creators that I spoke about you guys because y'all made videos about me specific. Y'all threw shots at me in specific. So it's only fair. But I wish y'all all the best. Like, I want y'all to continue to make y'all platform. We are going to be, even in a good message, we are going to be an imperfect vessel. I understand that as a Christian, right? The Lord, when he gave all these prophets, these messages, the message didn't change just because the prophet was bad or the prophet did things that were outside of the will of God. So to say that, like, I agree with most of these women. At one point or another, I was probably watching their channel. But the thing is, when you let your personal life get in the way of your brand, you get a lot of murky waters, and then you end up on the chopping block. You end up in that's how a lot of people ruin their brands. The problem isn't that they're not talented. The problem is they have poor brand management and they kind of ruined it. Exactly. Actual pretty content are actually those living it, not talking it. You walk it, not the talk it. There's a few girls. I don't know how am I supposed to feel, because y'all are literally on my channel. There was a few girls on my last video, and they were like, these pretty privileged girls or these faceless YouTubers are so annoying. They were like, oh, if y'all really like that, show your face. And I bet not see nothing less than Cassie's and Megan Thee Stallions. And I'm like, first of all, stop. My name is not Cassie nor Megan Thee Stallion nor any of those other, so I'm not gonna look like that. Let's keep it cute. But I mean, y'all gotta be for real. Like, this is a dangerous place. Okay, you tell people like to bait folks with the show your face. Then, I mean, yeah, if you're making like PC content, politically correct content with you driving down the street in your car, sipping your Starbucks, yeah, I have no problem dropping that. But when it comes down to real controversial stuff, you have to be willing to make that your brand, y'all. And when you put your face behind that, that's not something you're going to be able to, it doesn't go back. Once you do it, that is a permanent decision forever. So even if I, 10 years from now, never touch YouTube again, if y'all knew who I was, y'all would hold me to that YouTuber, in my opinions, 10 years ago. So I hear what y'all are saying. Y'all trying to force feed and try to bully people into showing their face. It's not going to work. I feel like for real, you can be pretty and not show your face for real. Because a lot of what we're saying is controversial, and a lot of what we're saying would put a target on our back. And then again, y'all humble people anyway. Like, it doesn't matter how good someone shows up. Y'all, like, let's be for real. Unless it's all dolled up. As Black people, we like glamour. So it's not even about people being ugly. They just aren't glamorous. They don't look like all extra dolled up. They don't really know how to put it together. None of these women that we really spoke about, they wasn't put together correctly, but their biggest problem was the lack of style. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no drip. Okay? So, that's something that I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all. But I'm thinking about it. But don't try to keep doing that on my channel. Talk about something like, if y'all was all that good, show your face. No. Because y'all just want to get more information. Y'all just nosy. Y'all nosy. That's it. Y'all just want to see someone's face because y'all want to be able to say like, oh, well, that's what she looked like. And, I just feel like when we do it, it'll be organic if I do it. It's something that I would do because I would feel comfortable doing. So I don't want y'all to keep making me or other creators feel bad for being faceless. It's okay to protect your privacy. Lots of crazy things happen online. And we have things, legacies, assets to protect. We can't have their own experiences. And that's why I try, because I be guilty too. Because I had bad experiences with Black men, that doesn't give me the right to come online and hate and trash Black men as an entire, platform strategy. I don't do that. I just don't think that's right. I said the same thing too. Most of the pretty women on YouTube don't even make content like EU or channels similar to hers, and they're showing their face. Not showing your face doesn't mean you're ugly though. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's all a personal choice, but it's all about safety. I think the beauty contest can wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go from the bottom up because I'm missing stuff. I mean, YouTube is free to everyone. So yeah, there are horrible people who can't disagree without physically attacking someone or mentally torturing them or calling their people's jobs. I mean, it gets bad out here. So like the thing is, that's why I'm saying like it's not really like it's not what y'all think it is. Like it really do be like, okay, we gotta protect ourselves before we just give out information. People approach you, try to get you fired or something. No, never to me. But that's why I kind of chilled on my skinny content too. Like I feel like I live around too many big people to be making all that skinny content. Like I feel unsafe. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like behind enemy lines, you can't talk. Called the police, CPS, ran to multiple social media platforms calling me everything but a child of God. I was the first to show myself in these spaces, so I got the brunt of the hate. No one. I wonder if she's going to say more. Dang. Yeah, I know, girl. I know. I'm aware. Yeah, lady. Like, that's why I'm like, no, like, y'all are not going to sit there and try to victimize me. Y'all want someone to be a victim so bad. Y'all dislike my channel because I don't put myself in a victimized space. Okay? Anything that you do, you can change, but it's going to take work. It's not going to be pleasant, all of it. So, as far as me becoming teeter-tottering the line of showing my face or whatever, I would love to do that. I tell me, this is me in my profile picture. Like, this is me. Like, this is like my lips, me. So I don't have a problem showing myself. But y'all ain't gonna try to sit here and be outside my house with a boombox. Not playing those games. Not playing them games. Someone should make tactical pretty privilege to talk about the day-to-day assertions. Baby, I had to, like, when I tell y'all, I really feel like I'm pretty when I go outside. Like, I feel like when I be in the house, I be like, girl, you here with, because I'm always looking at, when I'm in the house, I'm always looking at, you know, online for beauty inspiration and stuff. But when I look down on the street and stuff, I be like, dang, even I don't be feeling like, I don't be hyping myself up like that, but the way people be treating me, it be like, dang, like, you gotta be bad, because ain't no reason. People be walking around acting so threatened and you ain't even do anything. Like, the way that I'm gonna get started back up on my skinny series, because, like, the way of the matter is, even though I was nice on the girls or whatever, and I still do believe in body positivity, like, the body positivity has to go both ways. Y'all can't be body positive just with BBWs. No, you should be body positive against skinny girls too. Okay? Because a lot of girls bring up my weight for no reason at all. And it's like, my body is literally like tea. Like, I'm not even skin and bones. Like, I'm not that type of girl. So, like, when certain, like, that's why I also felt bad too, because I felt like with my skinny content, I'm not a girl that's up and down. So when the girls would say, oh, I feel so bad, you know, I don't really got no butt or whatever, I didn't know what to tell them, because even though my butt's not the biggest, I have assets that go with my body shape. So, I'm just blessed. That's all I will say. Like, it's not, pretty privilege ain't got nothing to do with it. God took his time on me. I'm blessed. Okay. I'm very blessed. Thank you. You can't believe anyone on the internet at the end of the day. Take what these creators say at the greatest all. That's true, but also with the creators that show their face too. Because for creators be showing their face and never be like, I feel like I'm more real with y'all because I don't show my face. So I can be a little bit more transparent. You got creators too who do show their face and they got to be a little bit fake about it. They got to nitpick and whatever. So yeah. Rose says, GGXOXO. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad you made it out of that BS. Yeah, y'all, it's so serious. Like, it's so serious. So that's why I want y'all to be like really protective of the sisterhood, really protect this like space that we create. Like, when y'all leave here, understand that like it is imperative that we get the message out here, because they hear it, they see it, they're just trying not to acknowledge it. Y'all see all these people in the live stream, they have not left. They've been on here the whole 2 hours, but y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see the comments. Why? That's because they're taking the strategy. They're taking notes. They're going to run back to their channel, hit the drawing board, and try to come back like they that girl. The thing is, I don't mind giving y'all strategy here and there, because y'all always going to have to come back to the plug. That's why they're a plug. You need to come back to the owner. You always need to come back to the originator of the sauce. Y'all always need to come back. Y'all always need to come back. Right. Well, I want to hop in the chat, but the way I was going to do my channel, it requires me to show my face, but now I'm scared. Sorry that happened to you. Be the like, honestly, the thing is, being a part of a niche is not all bad. Like, we naturally protect each other. Like, nobody's going to be on my friend's stuff talking about my friend. Even if I've had them on the channel, even if we don't talk today, like, you ain't going to be talking about my friend. That's another reason why there's smoke with EU. Y'all tried to come at Harmony all types of ways sideways in her bonnet. So, okay, cool. Now y'all ever going to forever have this smoke. Y'all talk about loyalty. I don't talk about loyalty. I am the loyalty. I done kept this beef going forever strictly because y'all tried to play with Harmony like that. Always want to play with Harmony. Always want to play with my girls because we surpass you. Harmony's actually very pretty. Harmony shows her face. Harmony is a very pretty girl. So the way that y'all try to come at her, like she wasn't everything that y'all asked to be, the slim, light-skinned, pretty girl, y'all playing in her face. Y'all try to play in Harmony Simone's face. And when she comes back on YouTube, I'll be supporting her tenfold. So when y'all girls create y'all channels, let me know so I can support y'all tenfold. Yes. Someone says, if a random 12-year-old calls you beautiful, you should believe them because I take people's compliments with a grain of salt. Yes, because kids tend to be more honest. Or if kids stare at you with those little awe eyes, like, I do this a lot with black girls. I always give little black girls compliments. Always. Any little girl that look like me, I see her, oh, you so pretty, mama. I always give her a compliment because she needs to have high self-esteem. That's what I'm committed to. On the side, it's not just YouTube. This is a life's passion of mine, to give unambiguous black women confidence from a young age. So when I see the little baby girls, You know, because sometimes too, like their mom isn't feminine. I grew up with a mom who she's a gorgeous girl, but we both didn't tap into our femininity till later. So I had to learn from other women as a result. So I would be that woman who was looking up to other cute black girls in the store. There's other little black girls who see me when I'm all done up and stuff, and they look in awe. They're like, "Oh, she exists." Because when you see nothing but bonnets and all types of undesirable images of women, black women in specific, you think that that's all that exists out here, and that's not the truth. Speak it, sis. You gotta come back to the original source. Always. You always gotta get your tea from the plug. Welcome in. Y'all gotta drop. Okay, if any, okay. Like, comment, subscribe, of course. Please like, comment, subscribe. What else? Okay, these are a few things that I wanted to speak about my channel before we get too far into it, because I've been on here for 2 hours and 11 seconds. My channel will be taking a direction. Okay, I will be changing the direction. I will be putting out more videos just so I can keep up with the algorithm, but I am not going to be doing the super extenuous editing anymore. I feel like it's just way too time consuming. It's hard to keep up with the media cycle at times. I will be dropping more simplistic videos with just background and vocals and a few spurts of evidence here and there. I will also be working on private platforms that we can, congregate in. So these are where we get into the memberships. This is where we get into the Patreons. I haven't started anything yet because if I take y'all's money, it's going to be worth the while. So I'm going to come up with all of the business plan, but I wanted y'all to be on the go for that. So y'all have to support the channel, support the videos as much as y'all see them come out, because I do need to get into the algorithm so we can continue to build this public platform, but then build our own private platform. Because the problem is, when we do have game, in order for us to congregate, we have to congregate in public spaces. So we can't control who gets to hear our game at what particular point. So yeah, that's true. I personally am not going to lie. She always gave me fraud vibes. Something about people who make her content just doesn't sit right in my spirit. Like the fake confidence, I can spot it easily. Yep. The thing is, it's not even just confidence. Some people be confident, but they don't have really any esteem about themselves. Like they don't have anything, like it's a confidence, but it's like very shallow confidence. It comes from a hollowed place. They're not a full human being yet. You know what I'm saying? So their confidence is on the outside. That's why I don't hyper fixate on pretty privilege either, because pretty privilege fades. You can be isolated due to pretty privilege. Pretty privilege can change. It can shift in different groups. Pretty privilege is not end all be all. So it's important to have multiple different things under your belt, not just the pretty privilege. Because that's how you get the fake confidence, because you don't have no esteem. A lot of stuff she would say would rub me the wrong way. Apparently her lifestyle was fake and she was funded by a rich boyfriend in Dubai, to whom how I got rich quick was a scam as usual. Are y'all talking about Wizard Liz? Who is this? Who had a rich boyfriend in Dubai? Baby, y'all need to tell me the tea. And they will gaze at you if you're attractive. People make sure not to stare at attractive people too long because it's creepy, but babies and toddlers will. Yeah, because they're not even like on, they don't even know. So when they see a pretty person, they stare, because they don't have those social cues to be like, oh, let me not stare. I love babies. I am not surprised. I watched a clip of her, and yeah, thinks no thinks. The fake confidence loudness came out of her mouth, but her eyes weren't telling the same story. The eyes, Chico, they never lie. How about Anna Bay? Who's Anna Bay? Y'all be really on YouTube. I don't really be on YouTube. That's why it be a lack of content. I don't be on like social media like that. I don't even know who these people are. Wizard Liz, I really don't know what happened with Wizard Liz for real. Like, I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you what a Wizard Liz is. This is why I say I can't believe everyone on the internet. I come to the internet for memes and funny videos when I'm high, girl. Speaking of that, I'm gonna play. We're gonna do a quick video. I'm gonna just do a quick intermittence before I come back and finish this out. I'm gonna get my little smoke break in because I've been entertaining y'all. So please give me a moment. Where was that video? Because I have to show the clip because y'all gonna think I'm lying. Blunt Girly was literally wishing fatness on the girls. Well, you're gonna be fat soon. Don't worry about it. How about you'll be fat soon, bitch? You'll be fat soon. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and I reverse every little thing that you try to put on me. I reverse it back to you in the blood of Jesus Christ. So every little spell, every little thing that y'all think that y'all can just put words out there, because y'all gotta stop. That's why I also feel like you gotta be careful about what content you watch. The content you watch is literally casting like somebody else's persona onto you. So it's in a way a spell. I'm not super witchy or whatever, but just think about what you listen to becomes you, your way of thinking. Super easy. Think about it like energy. Y'all gotta be careful watching people who low-key be haters. Why are y'all hating on the girls? Let's put this. I think we're done here. She said, "Yeah, who are they talking about? They talk about Wizard Liz, girl. I don't know nothing about no Wizard Liz." The Wizard Liz, in my opinion, makes content similar to Shira 7. She ended up marrying this guy she met online after a year. He cheated on her while she was 4 months pregnant. Now people are looking at her because I'm pretty sure, looking at her sideways. Okay. Yeah. That's another reason why I think people should be careful about putting their face onto their content. Because when anything happens to you, people are going to be looking at you. And trying to pigeonhole you to what you say. So yeah, I don't know. Life coaching is just an occupation. It's just a motivational speaker. People take these folks too seriously. Like when you're a motivational speaker, that's what you're supposed to do. Motivate. You're supposed to give the people, the masses hope. And that's what a lot of these femininity coaches are. It's like a motivational speaker for women, a life coach for women. The same thing like Alana Van Zandt or Ayana Van Zandt. Ayana Van Zandt ain't no real counselor. She's like she's a life coach. She's gonna give you the good. She's a good speaker, something like what I do. I don't feel like, I feel like I'm somebody that can get your head back in the game once you've fallen off a little bit. I'm somebody who can make your priorities clear to you. But am I going to be your priority? Am I the end all be all, the Wizard Kelly of desirability? No, but I'm a good motivational speaker. So yeah. Do y'all want more hyper? Okay, so I have y'all. What content do y'all want to see more of? So I've been doing a lot of content surrounded by commentary, race politic. So my favorite brand and genre is femininity maintenance, but y'all don't be watching femininity maintenance videos. So I stopped making them. I don't know. Like I want to give y'all the styling approach. I want to give y'all natural hair videos. I want to give y'all girly videos, but y'all don't like to watch them. So I'm gonna put out there what y'all want to watch. Do y'all want to see more debates? Do y'all want to see hypergamy videos, fitness videos, more skinny videos? I know I need to get back on my skinny bag, babe. I always thought she was a hypergamous channel, so she really lived that life. I don't see the problem with having a rich boyfriend. It's on brand, right? It's just on brand. It's just a brand. Yeah, that man basically stalked her and trapped her. Really? I feel like the Black Exotical made a video about Wizard Liz. Do y'all want to watch that? I couldn't tell you either, but apparently she has a fake lifestyle and her fiance cheated on her while she was pregnant. He scammed her too, but I don't know the full drama, child, but I knew something was off. There's a saying that those who cannot do teach. So, of course. Yes, but she was making it seem as if she got it out the mud. That's why some people are upset. Yes, y'all. The thing is, here's the thing. I think that the important thing to do with people, especially when you are navigating with your parasocial relationships online, enjoy this as entertainment. We are here to entertain y'all. We are here to make you laugh, smile, forget about the stress at work. we are not here to be your life saviors, your counselors. We're not here to like lead you to success. That's you. Now we can give you the proper mindset and the tools necessary to do that easier. But I think that is unfair. Like, I mean, of course, blatantly lying is bad on all fronts. But I think that for real, when it comes down to just women making content, I mean, she can't, let's be for real. If Wizard Liz would have came out and said, you know, I go 50-50 with my man, and here he is, and we be going out to Aldi's sometimes, this is my life, that ain't nothing to watch. That's not busting no one's algorithm. So you have to be exceptional. There has to be glamour in order for you to stand out in the marketplace. So when she does that, understand that a lot of that is going to be, if it's not just fraudulent and fake, it's going to be like you're going to be missing parts of it. It's not going to be as, what's the word? It's not going to be what you think it is. Like, it's just going to be the image. Like rappers, they ain't about that life for real. They talk about it because, you know, they're around people who actually have that lifestyle. Somebody said, girl, why is, hold up. Somebody says, hello. Say hi, you're on live. Girl, you in. Oh, my bad. Why she call me and she's still letting know I'm on live? I'm about to just tell her to say hi to the audience. I'm watching Janine Taylor, another monitor, while I'm on the phone, on this phone. Why y'all say hey back? No, my friend called me and she said she didn't mean to call me, but I was about to say, like, I was just gonna tell her to say hey to the stream. Most channels I watch are funny ones, reactions, some channels like yours, but I know this is all entertainment. People lie all the time. It only pisses me off when they ish on others. Yes, yes, mind your business. Everybody needs us to stop shitting on other people. Stay in your lane. Don't start on won't be nothing. Don't click up, won't be no clicks. I feel like the wizard. Okay, I'm gonna do the last few comments and then we're gonna be because this is 2 hours and 23 minutes. I ain't gonna be on here for 3 hours, but I do appreciate y'all. I feel like Wizard Liz made any type of content, she would have just been as big. She's a very gorgeous woman. Well, I will look into that because I see that you guys are very interested in the topic. So, I'll look into it just to be able to know what I'm talking about because I don't know who the lady is. I have no idea. People run off because of the drama. Honestly, I'll watch anything if you have the time. Your channel is entertaining. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I wonder what happened to the dark skin clique. I thought she had a great channel for dark skin girls. The drama, y'all. Don't nobody want to be arguing back and forth with EU's ass all the time. That should take a lot out of people. Like, I'm here. I'm still standing because I'm built for this type of stuff. But like, that stuff is not, especially when like you're seeing very little reward. Understand that YouTube is not paying me anything that matters. YouTube is paying me back for all that I invested in YouTube. Understand that. Like, I came in the game with a microphone, audio interfaces, and stuff like that. Like, so sometimes it's simply like, is it worth the backlash that I'm getting? I'm getting all this backlash. I'm getting all this attention. Who was another one? The main character, Forever Girl. She kind of like, she deleted all her videos. Well, she shouldn't have done that. No, baby. If she ever watches this, girl, put the videos back up. She started getting into it with EU, or EU tried to get into it with her. And then next thing you know, the uploads were sparse. And then she deleted all her videos and tried to start over. And I just feel like the arguments get to be too much. Just throw a real Wizard Liz video. Okay, we'll just watch one. Before I leave, y'all, just because y'all know how I am. Y'all know I love to freaking spoil my subscribers. Just so spoiled. Just so spoiled. Y'all know that, right? I just need y'all to know that. Q&A with my husband. She is gorgeous. Oh, wait. This lady's super freaking cute. Hold up. I love her. Is she, what's her ethnicity, y'all? She looks to be about Asian to me. Maybe a little bit of white. Wasian? Is she a Wasian? Let me figure out. Yes, where is she? I really liked her channel. Haven't got a notification in a minute. Yeah, I loved her channel. Tell the main character to come back. Girl, we liked you. You was nice. I like her. Keep doing it. Bring them videos all the way back. I don't know what that is. Y'all, this is her ethnicity, y'all. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to pronounce it. I do not know. I'm not cultured in that way. It's not me being funny. It's me literally being ignorant to the fact that I don't know how to say that. You're blessed. Okay, so she makes like, let me just share my screen here. So she looks like she makes like inspirational, motivational content. I really don't like those type of titles though. Like, they hated on your downfall because of this. Like, that's so regular. I ruined my hair and I love it. Become your own parent. Your blessings are coming. Okay, so she did good. Most of her videos are hitting well beyond 1.7 views. That means she's making that money, honey. On YouTube, that means she's making that money. How to never feel embarrassed again. How to manifest a new life. What to do when someone makes you insecure. You are not a victim. How to become the most beautiful part. So she does a lot of femininity, soft life content. You see her like in these lounge wears, so she's not on the go. She's not a career babe at all. She's giving life advice while looking cute and using her beauty. We'll watch her hypergamy content. There it is. How to receive princess treatment. We'll watch that because y'all know I love princess treatment. I love it. So, the wizard Liz. Oh my gosh. If y'all get me into some content creator, I'm going to be mad.
I had to get spoiled by a man. And I heard that some of you, and honestly, my heart breaks every time I think about this, are paying for a man. I know that you guys need my help. That's why I'm here. Now, is it necessary for you to be spoiled by a man? No, absolutely not. If you want to do 50-50, whatever, I don't care because it's not my life. But at the end of the day, I still want you to watch this video because I want you to look at me and think, whoa, if Liz expects this much from her partner, then maybe I can expect my partner to at least give me some respect, You don't have to want your partner to spoil you, but just look at me and think, this woman thinks that she is worth so much and that nobody can be with her unless they provide this. Maybe I should demand some respect and honesty and love and loyalty. Also, like these misconceptions about the fact like, oh, a man providing for a woman is unrealistic.
Oh my gosh. First of all, so is she breaking down all those miserable bitty betties who are sitting here talking about, oh, well, you should date anybody. You shouldn't worry about if he can afford your lifestyle or not. I told y'all, other races of women, other cultures of women, they don't even think about hypergamy. It's not even a word. It's just an action. It's just a lifestyle. I told y'all. I like this girl. Yes, baby. Because I swear, these girls try to push off their 50-50 on you. And they be trying to act like they're so happy with that 50-50. And I'm like, okay, baby. But I don't want 50-50. Not no more. No.
Whatever. But why is it never unrealistic when a single mother is providing for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children, and that is okay and that is normal, and she should be able to take care of that financially, but a man cannot provide for. People find it anti-feminist that a man is taking care of a woman, but I think it's anti-feminist that a woman is literally doing everything, and on top of that she also has to work. Like, she has to take care of the children, of the home, she has to be a wife, cook, nanny, cleaner, everything, and then on top of that she also has to work. Who is winning here? Men have so.
I agree with Wizard Liz. I like her, period. I don't care. She's not saying anything wrong. She just happened. The thing is, and this is why I'm going to make another video too about why your level up got to be quiet. When you put your face on it, people are going to hold you to stuff. And then the thing is, part of me wonders, like, if this man saw her content and was playing into everything that she had outrightly said already. That's why I feel like you really can't put your playbook, your rule book out there on Main Street like that. Because she's giving niggas. The thing is, she has good talking points. She's inspiring other women, but she's also making herself vulnerable because she is literally giving away the game book for free. So now any man who happens to run across this, homosexual and all, he's seeing, oh, she's pretty. She got a nice little background. She's always looking cute. And I now know the way that she thinks. I now know her mentality. So I can use her thoughts against her in a way to make myself seem desirable as a desirable relationship choice. So that's why you got to be careful about, just giving out game like that. I think everything that she's saying is correct, but it does make her susceptible to fakers and homosexuals because she's giving the game out for free.
So much advantage, even in the wage, like the money that they make, everything, and you're gonna sit there and justify to me paying for a man. The reason why I love a man that provides and spoils is because, for example, my partner that I have right now, he was literally the reason that I could go into therapy. Like, I did not have any money before I met him, and the money he gave me, I took it and I went to therapy with it. Like, without that, I would have literally not been able to be here and to start my healing journey. That's also why I want to say a huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that easily connects you.
Okay, so I'm gonna let her do her what's it called? AdSense. What'd she say? Okay. We're going to start from the bottom up, y'all. Border between Europe and Asia. So basically Eurasian. Okay, so I was right. I think Asian is an American term, though. So maybe it's Eurasian. The Inika Coven says, EU loves lurking on smaller channels for some reason. Absolutely. She does. She loves doing that. Chanel Miller says she apparently used to get bullied because of her beauty. She is very beautiful, and when she was young, her mom is beautiful too, but I don't watch her like that. She's a very gorgeous girl, very gorgeous, and she doesn't, I don't know if she's gotten anything done with her face or anything like that, but she doesn't look like it. It looks very, if she has, it's very natural. So she does look like gorgeous. Like, this is where when we get to exceptional, like this is, she's giving exceptional right now. The Unica Coven, it's her way to take out the upcoming threats. They are easy targets because they are new and fresh, easy to break. If you make it past her in that phase, then she becomes passive-aggressive. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it's all about the competition space. It's all about getting your head in the game. It's all about followers, subscribers. It's all about maintaining dominance in the commentary space. Oh, no, shut it down. She figured out the evil plans. I'm telling y'all, I know the game. I'm not brand new up in here. Like, I wouldn't meet nobody on YouTube because it's like, nah, like you know exactly how I think. Like, there's no way. Like, you could believe me, you could agree with me, or you could just be lying because you use my YouTube channel. So yeah, I don't give anyone in my real life my YouTube channel. I don't give nobody in my YouTube channel my real like information, He apparently did. He targeted her in the airport. I think, girl, I don't know the drama. I mean, I can see how. That's the girl who's making lots of videos on YouTube. She got 1.7 million views. Like, you got to be, when you're in the success part of your life, you got to move different. You got 1.7 million, and it doesn't really register because for me, I'm going to go through over my channel analytics. Over 100,000 people have heard my voice. I don't know what that means. I'm just living my life. But if I'm out and about and then somebody recognizes my voice, oopsie, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've reached over 100,000 people. I don't know who they are, but they know who I am. So it's gotta be careful. GGXO, LOL. Liddy, I've been to your channel before, back when EU was exposed. You're entertaining, should be making it back from your content personality. Yes. And yo, when Gigi be hitting them with them that's her cackles, her memes, that music, I love it all. I'm here for all of it. Gigi is literally hilarious. She can be correct, but some people just give me weird vibes, so I can't watch them. I don't know. It's her eyes. They're just suspicious. Let's see.
Visit this or click the link in the description. That men.
Let me guess.
How? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? YouTube is starting to get on my nerves. Let's just read the rest of these comments. EU really lurking for potential threats. To this day, who y'all think is in this chat? I'm pretty sure it's all 15 of her in here. I'm like, girl. I think she got her lips done, but I'm not sure. Okay. Very subtly done. Very subtly done. If she did it, it probably it does look kind of, looks like they're done, but very subtle. Liz lied, but she lied on the front end of her story, not the back end. She was a sugar baby pretending to be a grinding hard worker. A rich dude found her at 19 and basically financed her rise before she met Landon, the current husband. Wow. Let's see. You can't play patty cake with these newcomers if your top goal is to be top girl. That's why she accuses people of copying her, especially those on her level. Okay. Thank you. You got a great vibe over here. What's EU's problem with the strategic? I get that. I live that. I give that over to y'all. I don't know what y'all ask EU, and she can go ahead and respond to her own video. I couldn't tell you. I'm not gonna even try to I don't psychoanalyze and try to get into the head of other people. I don't do that. If a quack like a duck, walk like a duck, baby, it's a duck. Like, haters are haters. Like, I just let them do them. You feel me? Let's let her finish, because I'm gonna be done after this, y'all, because I'm tired.
Oh, I want a day one girl. I want a girl that has been there from the beginning. But those women get literally later on cheated on. Why is this? Because that's not the woman they want. That's the only woman they can get right now. Once they are at a level where they have the money, they want to spend their money on the fantasy woman, the woman that they actually want. If you feel bad asking a man for anything, then you should think, if a man took out his celebrity crush, do you think that he would just take her out on a coffee or something simple? No, best believe he would go all out trying to impress his celebrity crush. Why?
That's why I don't agree with these women that be like, date on your class, date within your level. Men never do that. Men use what they have to get where they want to go. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't mind yourself as a very hot, girl who you believe you're the cream of the crop, right? So you expect that and you demand that, you will always get, below the barrel treatment. So it's very important that she's just like, this is just speaking some facts. But that's the problem. When you speak facts with your main page in your face, you make yourself susceptible. There are all types of people out here, men and women, who are trying to prey on the downfall of not just the pretty girl, but the smart, strategic girl. They're always preying on people that have a good head on their shoulders, that actually can make something of themselves, that actually have great substance. So even though she did great by, getting her platform up, all of these talking points are original. I don't care if her baby daddy or her sugar daddy funded her YouTube channel. I mean, she has good talking points. She's not spewing out poison to the community. These other girls would say, date on your class, and it don't matter if he go 50-50 with you, that's fine. So I respect her message.
Why are you anything less? Why are you literally lower than that? And men always have the highest expectations for women. A man will not be with you if you're not attractive or if you're not his type. They don't care. They don't care to wait or whatever. Start expecting the treatment. Start expecting to be spoiled. Start expecting him to give you money. Like, literally, those are your expectations, and that's it. And don't settle for them. Like, just say, like, this is what I want, and look for the person that is willing to give you that. If a person is not willing to give you that, then also don't go with those people. You need to get the mindset out of your head that wealthy or provider men want to control you. If you think those men want to control you, then try dating a broke guy. Those men have no money, but they have audacity.
Yes! Oh my gosh! We're ending it there. Yes. I've never seen a more controlling man than a broke dude. A broke dude try to control you worse than I'm done sharing. We're done. We done. We done. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I literally have to. I have to get out of here. Y'all gonna hold me. Yep, she's not supposed. Yep, not surprised. She did take. All right. Let me start this over again, because I almost had a stroke trying to read that shit. Yep, not surprising. She did that to you. She was trying her best to test you out, keep the girls on my level closer, turn on them after she's off. She tried to social climb. She tried to climb, but she's not strategic. Not that strategic, because we was able to find the lady's husband's name. We was able to find your old YouTube channel. Like, baby, not that strategic. I asked her later on why she acted like she's like that. She said she didn't like my personality. You know, that remind me of them bitches that be like, I just had a feeling about her. I read vibes. Like them vibes, I cannot stand a vibe. I just go off vibes. No, bitch, you're a hater. You're a hater. And you use the vibes to justify why you hate on people. At least when I don't like somebody, I actually can come up with an articulate like statement as to the reasons why I don't like them. You don't have to agree with them, but I can articulate why I dislike people, why I dislike channels, why I dislike talking points. Not that I go off vibes. EU is missing the right man. Once she finds him, she'll be fine. I like her ruthlessness. It would be better used if she was a private investigator or a detective. I could take her out on a date, shot. I think I would love to play matchmaker, actually. I think y'all have a lot in common, actually. Y'all both be in the same spaces. Y'all both like to start. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. I think she can get it. I feel like, you know, she had a man. That's the thing, too. Like, some women, especially me in my life, like, I'm more so prioritizing friendships. Like, I want to have a strong community of sisterhood women. Like, the nigga will come, you know what I'm saying? The man will come, you know, and my life will become better when I get him. That's what's supposed to happen. But, you know, I feel like to put all your energy, time, and everything into that, it's giving male censored. I'm pretty sure right now she's focusing on her brands. She's focusing on making sure that she can get this exotical brand to mainstream success. And it's going to be hard to do that with a man right by her side. It's not going to be impossible, but it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. Like, don't nobody... Girl, my ex wouldn't have sat there and listened to me and make a YouTube video for 3 freaking hours. You think I would have been able to have a boyfriend being on live for 3 hours? Like, come on, let's be for real. It just wouldn't have happened, you know? So it's hard to make content. Like, you have to prioritize. And part of prioritizing is like, okay, I'm prioritizing myself right now in this single season. I'm going to, you know, like, just prolong my dating options. Because once I find a man, it's going to be my man. I'm going to have to be with him. I'm going to treat him right. But I'm going to have to wait until I'm ready to be in that space. These advices with bad intentions all step towards competition. Telling people not to strive for better means less competition. Exactly. They don't want you striving for better because they with your better, baby. They is out there with your better. EU's personality is in the right career. In the right career would be stellar. She would be great in inspector general office. I wonder how far she is from a law degree. Is she in law school, y'all? I think that's what's up, actually. What I think I like about EU, EU is very good at getting her point across. Very good at that. Like, very good. Like, the thing is, the exotical concept went to never being heard of to fully understood within a year. That speaks to the testament of her channel, her ability to be able to explain things and explain from her side. There really isn't any beef. Like, I speak from the unambiguous Black woman side of things. I do not have the same experiences as MLS women, but I will call out when MLS women are on some BS, which they have been. Some of them. Someone says, I don't know. EU doesn't seem all too smart unless she intentionally makes bad faith arguments and talks in black and white. I think she'd be emotionally charged. She'd be mad. She'd be upset. Like, she'd be upset. Like, she'd be crashing out. Like, I told y'all EU be crashing out. She'd be, you know, like, she'd be mad. She'd be upset. She'd be angry. Like, she'd literally be angry as hell. Like, she'd be mad. She can't think straight. She'd be thieving. Seething at the mouth. Like, it's bad. She said she was meaner when she had a man. Stop. Okay, I'm about to be done. I'm about to be done. She says EU study marketing. She already graduated. And sociology, I guess. EU really just modeled her content off of Chrissy and reversed it from MLS. Boom. Let me just repeat that. EU really just modeled her content off of Chrissy and reversed it for MLS women. Exactly. So honestly, as your former and present blueprint, I made this live stream in good faith. I'm glad that y'all had fun with me. I had fun with y'all. Y'all just enjoyed my, my first channel's birthday, my lore and everything. Just stay tuned to the channel. Stay, engaged. I'll be back, of course. But I always tell y'all, be good people. Be holy people. Read the word and spread the word. Bye.